Okay, good afternoon and welcome to the NPL SA South Australian Round 5 action between Adelaide City and West Adelaide from Adelaide City Park. It's the Round 5 of the NPL South Australian, proudly presented by Valo, professional LED lighting, sports designed and engineered in Australia, and RAA, proudly supporting football in South Australia. Get an insurance quote today. Today's match day commentary team is yours truly, Rob Pipicelli. Tony Lascala is my co-commentator, and also, not forgetting, Andrew Spells is the stats man and special comments man, also our boundary rider. Today is Andrew Marveja. Just before we continue, I'd like to thank the boys for the commentary of the women's game. Paul and Andy did a great job, so well done there to the boys there with Adelaide City running out winners 1-0 over over West Adelaide. Yes, Spells.
I think it's Ryan Marveggio to Mr. Pipicelli. I know you're the consummate expert. Just called him Andrew Marveggio.
Oh, Andrew, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, Ryan.
That's his brother.
Is it?
That's his brother.
Oh,
That's his brother. You don't mind me getting mixed up with your brother?
I wouldn't
It's
mind
all right,
being his
boys.
brother.
I'm just sitting here thinking, yep, it sounds like my dad, always forgetting the eldest. That's all right.
Sorry
I'm
about
always
that, mate.
there, just in the wings of my brother. It's okay, Robbie.
Now, just
That's all right, Paul Pipicelli.
that's okay, mate. Okay, just looking at today's big clash. It is Adelaide City up against West Adelaide. Certainly going to be an interesting game. And looking at the round of matches, the sponsors for today's clash. Looking at the Boundary Rider, Dry Creek Auto Wreckers, 310 Cormac Road, Wingfield. Adelaide Wrecking Yard, stocking second-hand and rebuilt parts. Their phone number is 8260 3088. The top goal scorer of the year award is brought to you by the OAS Group. OAS Group provides a range of construction, building, design and renovation. Ryan Marveggio, got that right, didn't I, Ryan?
Or Andrews.
Anthony Di Bartolomeo.
Trust me, Andrew wouldn't want that business.
And Diego Barbara are the professionals to help you with your dream home. Ryan's phone number is 0401 447 199. Stats is brought to you by Chemist King. Certainly been a great supporter of us in the live streaming. That's Chemist King, Hectorville, 84 Glenburn Road, Hectorville. Go see Michael Uccello for the range of pharmaceutical products. The Round the Ground scores is brought to you by the West Beach Pizza Bar. Spells, we had a beautiful pizza last week.
Always, buddy.
$6.99 Burbridge Road, West Beach, for your mouth-watering delicious pizzas. The replay, man of the match, and also player of the year now, thanks to Andrew. He said we can do that. Is brought to you by LSA Live Streaming Australia. Is the boys that are doing the live streaming here today. If you're looking for the live streaming, your sports event, corporate functions, or business seminars, see the experts at LSA Live Streaming Australia. Give Andrew Spelling a call on 0418 847 125. That's the sponsors of today's big clash. Not forgetting today's big match, Adelaide City against West Adelaide, is brought to you by Valo, professional LED lighting, sports design and engineered in Australia, and RAA, proudly supporting football in South Australia. Get an insurance quote today. Today's day, as I said, the match day commentary today is myself, yours truly, Rob Pipicelli, Tony Lascala and Andrew Spells. Good afternoon, boys.
Good afternoon, Rob, and good afternoon, everyone. And what a beautiful day for soccer today. The pitch is in great order. These two teams have been rivals for many, many years. We go back a long time with Adelaide City and West Adelaide. Today is no different.
No bigger rivalry than this one, Tony, and welcome back to you, mate. We've missed you, and
come
obviously
off the bench.
you have come off the bench.
Yes.
Filling in for the wonderful Paul Palazzari. So thanks so much, Tony, to have your expertise on board. Guys,
as the players are walking out, we'll go through the games that happened last week. So the results from last week's, as Jimbo puts that up. Looking at Parry Hills 3 defeated Sturt Lions 1, boys. That was our match of the round. Certainly deserved their win last Friday night.
They sure did. They regained a bit of mojo, Parry Hills, so we'll see whether they can maintain it.
Metro Stars 2 defeated West Adelaide 0, Campbelltown 4. They were down 1-0 at one stage, but they won 4-1 in that game against South Adelaide. Olympic and Comets was a 1-1 draw. Burkalla 1 defeated Croydon Kings 0. And the other game, Adelaide City 3 defeated Adelaide United 1.
I tell you what, if you're trying to be a tipster in this competition and you had a 50-50 strike rate, you'd be doing pretty good.
We've got a minute's silence here. We'll just stay silent. It's for Mark Furlan. Sadly passed away, so our condolences to the family, the whole family. Thank you. And that's the minute silence for Mark Furlan, sadly passed away. I think it was about over a week ago. So once again, condolences to the family by all of us here. And
absolutely,
there for Mark Furlan.
Good touch by Adelaide City.
Okay, looking at the table, or shall we go with the lineup? We'll go with the table. Adelaide City on top, equal top with Metro Stars, 9 apiece there with Metro and Campbelltown. Adelaide Comets on 7 with Olympic. 6 apiece at Croydon and Parry Hills. And we've got Sturt Lions, West Adelaide with 4 apiece. Adelaide United with 3. Burkalla and South Adelaide. Looking at the games happening today, boys, as Jimbo puts that up once again. Obviously the main game here, Adelaide City against West Adelaide. Today also at 3 o'clock, Comets against Sturt, Panthers against Burkalla. We got the Metro Stars against Olympic and also Croydon against Adelaide United. Monday night game, it is Parry Hills against Campbelltown. Okay, guys, looking at the lineups, Tony, you want to go through the Adelaide City lineups?
Certainly do, Rob. In goals, we've got Ryan Vetch, number 5, Matthew Halliday, who is the captain, number 6, Jace Cummings, number 7, Joel Allwright, number 8, Joseph Costa, number 9, Anthony Costa, number 10, Evan Konstantopoulos, number 11, Nicholas Bulko, number 12, Shannon Day, number 18, Joshua Murray, and number 23, Valentino Yule. The reserve goalkeeper, it lose Luke Osby. Also the other reserves, Bradley Corbo, Harley Jepp, and Mamadi Kamara.
Okay, looking at the West Adelaide lineup, in goals, Lewis Moss, number 1, number 3, Samuel Tetsvegabar, number 4, Peter Elitharakis, for 5 is Robbie Lippett, captain is number 7, Perry Metras, number 8 is Jack Yole, 9 is Anthony Dimas, 10 is Johnny Karatzis, 13 Matthew Bozalis, 16 is Christos Stephanopoulos, and 23 is Ryan James. On the bench for West Adelaide is 2, Zach Dolopoulos, 22 Michael Alexandru, 18 Jaden Diamantis, 19 Spiros Makrakis, and the reserve goalkeeper is 21 Dakota Ockenshin. That's the reserve goal. Today's official as the game starts, it is Daniel Cook with his assistant, he's a referee. His assistant is Daniel Bryant and Michael Bezayeri, and not forgetting the new coach of West Adelaide is Nick Bozalis. Tony.
As Adelaide City go forward now, as an actual fact, the referee's found a free kick and it will go to West Adelaide. Over the ball is Robbie Lippett, takes it quickly. Elitharakis, back to Lippett, back to Elitharakis. They're just steadying themselves, West Adelaide, in defence at the moment, just trying to get a few touches together. They go wide. That ball's going to miss its target. It's Adelaide City to go forward through Bucco. He goes forward. Joseph Costa tries to get it through, but unfortunately it's offside for Adelaide City, and it will be a free kick for West Adelaide.
Going for our tips, boys. Ryan, who are you tipping today's game?
Adelaide City.
Spells?
Adelaide City.
He's been tipping unbelievably fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Tony?
I think Adelaide City home ground advantage, Rob. I'm going for Adelaide City.
And I'm going for a draw because a new coach always lifts the team.
Boys, while we're just talking, just quickly, before we go back to play, just want to say the surface out here at the moment, it's looking absolutely beautiful.
As the ball goes into attack, Adelaide City with a chance. Their keeper came out and Lewis Moss trying to pick up the player. They've cut it back. A shot in the end there by Valentino Yole. And wide of the mark there, Adelaide City had their chance to get their lead there, Tony.
Yeah, should have done better with that, Rob. Probably didn't realise he had so much time. That was good work by Maury there to get it back to him. And Ewell there should have put that away, had plenty of time. And, gee, West Adelaide look unsettled in this first couple of minutes already, Rob. They've given the ball away. And lucky for Adelaide City.
A lot of gaps at the moment, boys, in the West Adelaide midfield.
Got a few players, Adelaide City. Ryan, Joshua Mai coming back from Adelaide United. Valentino Yule as well. He's from the Comets as the player goes down. So there's a few changes in that team as well.
Yeah, a few changes. You got Harley Jepp also from Cumberland United. He's on the pine next to me on the left-hand side here. But I think Joshua Murray is a great inclusion. He adds a little bit of extra spark. Something that they sort of lacked last year. They sort of were heavily relying on Nick Bucco trying to get them in the game, and Josh Murray's going to sort of take that pressure off Nick Bucco, allow him to do his playmaker role. But Josh Murray's going to be an exciting.
Not forgetting Jace Cummings as well.
Yeah, an experience in the centre back there,
and scoring some goals too.
So free kick, Nicholas Bucco will take it with his right foot, swings it around. Looked like he was trying a shot there, and wide of the upright.
You know what, Spelsy? I reckon every week we've said from that position you got to swing that ball in, just to allow your tall players just to get a glancing header to fly that. And that, I reckon after 4 weeks, we're in week 5. That was the first free kick we've seen with that pace. It's brilliant to see.
Absolutely, and as he sort of ran away from the ball, saying, "Come on, fellas, that was just a perfect cross." And again, no one could be in the hot spot.
Not forgetting at half-time, Cassandra will be having a chat with the chairman of Adelaide City, in Tony Costa, and there's also a half-time sort of crossbar challenge happening at half-time, so stay tuned for all that. And not forgetting, this game is actually it's a Real Adelaide Derby Cup. That's what they're playing for. It's called the Real Adelaide Derby Cup. So whoever wins that game, this game today, will actually win that award.
And Robert's a throw in here to Adelaide City, right at the halfway line. The day to take it. Goes long, looking up there for Murray, won't find him. Yes, it does. Thought that ball was going to go out. It eventually does. And it'll be another throw in. No, he's given it to West Adelaide.
Did we give the referees, Robbie? Daniel Cook?
Yes, we did.
We did, I'm sorry, buddy.
That's okay.
Ryan James to take this throw in. There's a push in the back there. The referee didn't pick that up. Adelaide City still fighting for that ball. It's good work there by West Adelaide. Gets held on to. And it will be a free kick. That was Stephanopoulos there. And it's been an interesting start to this game, Rob. West Adelaide are lucky not to find themselves 1 goal down.
Yeah, they opened up the season quite well, didn't they? They won their first game against Olympic, haven't won a game since. And as we all know, the coach is no longer here. And Nick Bozales has taken over as interim coach at the moment. They are looking for somebody else, unless Nick does a great job. You never know, he might keep the job. As the he's not the captain, Libet, he used to be. As tries to get a clearance there was Yol. They lose out though. Here comes Adelaide City through Kostopoulos. Loses out though over the sideline. It will be a throw-in. Taken here by Shannon Day. Scott Nagel injured in today's game, so he's not playing. Shannon Day has got in the starting 11 as the captain in Perimetris. Goes short, looks for Tesvegabar. Also there for West Adelaide. They're trying to go into attack on that left-hand side. For West Adelaide, that's Ryan James. Is that looks like Alexandru.
Yeah, it is.
On the other side?
Yeah,
yes.
Bozales, boys.
Oh, is it Bozales? Oh, it's 13, sorry. Matty Bozales will take this throw-in.
Bozales on the far side to take this throw in. West Adelaide just need a few touches of the ball just to settle down a little bit. This ball goes out and it will be a throw in to West Adelaide on the far side. Couple of chances already to Adelaide City. They go forward to Karatzis. Goes inboard to Svegabar. Goes wide. Finds his player there. Here's an opportunity for West Adelaide now again. They switch. Lippert. Goes out wide. Bozales now. On the board. Plays a 1-2 there with Mitrus. Tries to find Karatzis. This is better from West Adelaide, but Adelaide City will clear. Here's Bucco now. Gets through 2 players. Tries to get through 3. He still retains possession. Goes out wide. Here's an opportunity now for West Adelaide. Murray turns his player. Looking for support in the middle, but it's not a good cross. It'll go out. It'll be a goal kick here to West Adelaide.
So goalkeeper taken here by Lewis Moss. We're going with the stats so far. Nothing much.
Nothing much.
In the Chemist King
No.
stats.
Foul, a shot and an offside. That's about it.
Not forgetting we're going to get scores from other grounds as well. I think Cassandra will be onto that. Scores at other grounds. Thank you. Proudly brought to you by the West Beach Pizza Bar. So as it is, goes into attack. Robbie Lippert. Matthew Bozales is over there, left-hand side of the park, looking for the player up front. Anthony Dimas come unstuck. Away go Adelaide City. They've got control as Anthony Costa goes short, finds Kostopoulos as the rain's coming down here at Adelaide City Park. They square it up. Chance for a crack there by Joshua Murray. Goes out right-hand side. Valentino Yol trying to get something happening, but it's cleared here by West Adelaide over the sideline for a throw-in.
Rob, you can help me out here. Number 6, so I don't have a 6 on my West Adelaide.
Jack Yule, boys.
Jack Yule.
Jack Yule, is it?
So throw-in taken quickly. It's Adelaide City with possession. Joseph Costa goes short to his captain in Matt Halliday. Squares it up to Cummings. Cummings even further right to Yole. Joseph Costa goes short to his captain in Halliday. He'll go down the line. Nice touch. Goes towards Day. Day goes back to Christopoulos. Back to Day it goes. Got the chance to cut the back. Yole there's in the back post. Headers it backwards. It's been all Adelaide City at the moment. As it's controlled there by Joseph Costa. Yole gets the cross. It's deflected and into the arms of the keeper there in Lewis Moss. 8.5 minutes played. It's still 0-0. Not forgetting the platforms we are broadcasting the game. Live streaming on the Facebook page and also live streaming on YouTube on the FFSA site there and also the Federation site on the Facebook page. Not forgetting also on the, if you do want to listen to the game, it's on the Adelaide Web Radio. So just go to your TuneIn app, just write down Adelaide Web Radio, and you should be able to get the broadcast, listen to the broadcast.
Maury goes forward there, trying to find his striker there in Costa, couldn't do so. The ball is cleared. There'll be a throw in on the far side to Adelaide City, and it's been all Adelaide City in this first few minutes of this game. West Adelaide haven't ventured past the halfway line too much. Here's an opportunity now. Tesfegabar gets it out wide. Looking out there for Karatzis. Won't find him, but in the meantime, the referee has found a foul. It will go to West Adelaide. We just need to settle, as we said. Adelaide City's had most of the possession so far.
Nice and warm.
Oh, it's beautiful, Rob. That's good.
Nice summer's day.
Come to the park and lose a few pounds. It's always good, Robbie.
Always wanted a sauna.
And it'll be Mitras to take this free kick. First time West Adelaide has had a chance to go forward. Mitras was going to go short. Decided against it. Take this left-footed kick. Goes in, board cleared there by Adelaide City. Will only go as far as Yale. No, that was Karatzis, sorry. Goes out wide. Epipharakis. Buzalis now. Tries to go forward, gets brought down. Be another free kick on the far side.
Ryan, just looking at the West Adelaide bench, Nick Buzalis, I don't know much about him. A young fellow, is he?
Yeah, young fella. Looks probably late 20s, I think. That's just a guess, if he's late 20s.
So is Matty his older brother?
Yeah, 100% he'll be his older brother. Matty's only mid-20s maximum, so.
Pretty sure he's an interim coach anyhow, so...
interim coaches are usually, they've got their first in best dress, so they've got the best opportunity to sort of impress and get the hierarchy to see what they can do.
Especially if they win this game.
Yeah, well, at the moment, Adelaide City's all over them. Adelaide, you can see why Adelaide City are sort of top of the league at the moment. Their pressing is immense. They're really fast. They hunt the ball down in packs, not just in one. They're very, as we all know, Damien Murray type team. They're fit. They're intense. They play good football.
Beautiful touch and awareness, haven't they?
Yeah, they're actually a really good team to watch. So I'm enjoying Adelaide City, and it's going to be situations like this for West Adelaide. They're going to have to try and capitalise.
Buzalis now to take this corner. Goes to the far post, tries to find Tesfegabar, comes off his head, and it will be a goal kick here to Adelaide City. And they've just settled a little bit better in the last couple of minutes.
Very true. They have. They needed to, because they look like the potential of a very early goal from City, but you're dead right. West Adelaide have just tried to retain the ball and slow things down.
On the far side, it's Cummins now with the ball. Goes long. Tries to find Yule. Won't do so. It should be cleared here by West Adelaide. Good work there. Here's an opportunity to West Adelaide to go through to James. The ball goes out. Quick throw in now. Trying to find Maury. James tries to marshal it out. That was good work there by Christopoulos. tried to keep the ball in, but in the meantime, the ball did go out, and it'll be a throw in here to West Adelaide.
How are the camera guys, Spurs?
They're perfect, mate. They've got a bit of cover up
They
there.
have. Oh, it's good.
It's called an umbrella.
As Adelaide City have got the board, it's still 0-0 here at Adelaide City Park. We play just on 13 minutes in the first half as it goes out. West Adelaide Tetzvagabar. Right-hand side is Stephanopoulos. Controls, looks for his captain maybe. No, he goes on his own. Loses out. Good work there by Bucco. Goes short to Joseph Costa. He's looking pretty good, isn't he? Got that injury last season in that grand final as he goes out to Yul. Yul with the ball. He can go for a shot, goes one way, then the other. He's got a shot now. And that's a goal.
Puts it in the
That
back
is
of
a
the
great
net.
goal. Has to be the goal of the year so far. And got past 2 or 3 players and cracked it with his left foot into the back of the net.
Robin, what stage do you think a player was going to go and tackle him?
I don't know.
Everybody just stood off of him. I mean, it was a great goal, but nobody went to him. They just watched him.
He danced around
France.
a couple. They were very defensive, weren't they? But, he manoeuvred himself into a beautiful position in the box and let rip with that left foot.
It was a great
Cracking
goal.
goal.
That's what you want from your wingers, especially in those areas. You want them to be kind of selfish in a way where you want them to express themselves. And when they do express themselves, they produce individual brilliance. And that's
Great
what you
goal.
get, a great goal.
Mm.
And looking at their score updates, thanks to the West Beach Pizza Bar, a lot of things happening down there at Panther Park. Panthers 1-0 against Burkalla, and Burkalla have got a man sent off.
Wow.
They've only played 24 minutes.
Must be a pretty fiery game there, Rob.
The other games, Metro Stars and Olympic, Comets and Sturt, and Croydon Kings and Adelaide United, it's still 0-0. And not forgetting tonight's games, Parry Hills against Campbelltown.
As West Adelaide try to go forward there.
Just got a score update at Croydon. Croydon leading 1-0 against Adelaide United Youth, thanks to the West Beach Pizza Bar.
The ball goes out in the meantime, and it will be a goal kick to Adelaide City. Quickly taken. It's Matthew Halliday with the ball. Goes short. Finds Shannon Day. Back to the middle. Finds Costa. That's Joseph.
Playing a bit of a different role. He's normally up there with his brother, but
Here's Yule again. Here's another opportunity, but this time he was offside.
He looks more fitter, Spells, doesn't he, compared to last season? He looks the goods.
And guys, they're going to have to tighten up on Yule because he's getting so much room out there. Somebody's going to have to tighten up on him because otherwise this could be...
And remember, Joseph Costa played for LA United and got injured while he was playing with LA United back 4 or 5 years ago, Ryan?
Bit more than that, boys.
Bit
I
more?
reckon around 2010, 11 now.
Gee, it's been a while. 8 years ago, gee.
It's that's sort of that position he's playing now is the number 8. It's typical his position, but it's allowed because they've brought in a great player in Josh Murray to play that number 10. That is sort of that sort of explosive type player.
I was going to say to you, and as Costa turns,
That's play on, is it? Cuts it back, chance.
Probably should have gone for goals.
Should have
there,
gone for goals. Maybe didn't think he was onside.
Well,
And sort of...
you just don't stop, Rob.
Boy, he was in 2 minds, wasn't he, I thought.
As West Adelaide try to go forward here, but Cummins now will clean this up quickly. Goes to Costa. He's been in everything so far, and that midfield is looking really good. Goes to Murray. There's an opportunity now for their captain in Halliday. Still continuing with that ball. This time West Adelaide. Goes short. James goes all the way back to Yull. Just indecisive at the moment. Elitharakis switches play. Finds Lippert. Goes out even wider, finds Bazalis. Not a good ball there by Bazalis. Adelaide City should clean this up. All right, comes off his foot. And we throw in on the far side to West Adelaide. We've played 17 minutes in this first half. Adelaide City lead through a great goal through Valentino Yull.
So thrown on the far side. West Adelaide with the blue and white stripes. Today's close with the blue shorts. And obviously Adelaide City with the black and white with the white shorts. Up against each other as Costa goes short. Christopoulos playing more as a midfielder as well. Christopoulos, normally a striker. Ball goes into attack. Murray's got the ball. He's got the Costa there looking at him. Great comeback though by Elitharakis because he was trying to cut it back to Anthony Costa. and that's gone off the defenders and out for a corner kick. So,
Gee, what a
looking the goods.
What a couple of years it makes for a young man like Josh Murray. Like, he just looks a completely different player. His body shape has changed a little bit, matured obviously. He's got some pace. He's a real live wire, that boy.
So Booker will take this corner kick. It'll be a right-footed in-swinger. Swings it around.
Oh,
Chase Cummings got his head to it.
Two perfect deliveries there by Bucco from the free kick in the corner. They're beautiful to see.
Yeah, he's a great disposer of the footy, isn't he?
Boys, the main difference between the two teams at the moment is Adelaide City look very fluid in their movement from defence to attack to midfield, but West Adelaide look very disjointed. They get the ball and there's not an option there for them. They're taking one or two extra touches, which allows Adelaide City to close the players down.
So a chance for Adelaide City. Should have been into the back of the net as Anthony Costa just had the keeper to beat. Ended up with the ball somehow, and the keeper saved it off his legs, I reckon, out for a corner kick.
Yeah, West Adelaide's going to have to tighten up, Rob. This could be a few goals in the first half. It's been all Adelaide City, and they've looked menacing every time they go up, as Bucco will take this corner. Goes to the near post. Here's an opportunity there. There was two players that went for that, and they both missed it. That was Cummings and also their captain in Halliday. They both missed it, Rob, and went straight through them. Ball went out. It'll be a goal kick here to West Adelaide.
Cummings should have got that one easily.
Yeah.
And he showed his skills there, Nick Bucco, using his left foot.
Robbie, I think he did what you used to do, close your eyes when you're going for that header.
Did I used to play?
Yeah.
Gee, Westies just look like they're playing scared at the moment.
Disjointed, aren't they?
Aren't
They're
they?
very disjointed. That's the main difference between the two teams. Adelaide City are very fluid in defence and attack, and West Adelaide just looking very disjointed and taking too long to make a decision. How do you stop it and trying to get back on top of the game? Your midfielders got to work harder. They got to find space. They got to look for the ball. Your strikers have got to work harder and look for options. Then once you start getting on top of the game and getting on top of the ball, then the game will start turning.
As West Adelaide now try to go forward. Off the head of James, it will go out, and it will be a throw in here to Adelaide City, almost at the halfway line. The score after 20 minutes, Adelaide City 1, leads West Adelaide 0. Adelaide City wanting to take this. Shannon Day, no movement at the moment. He goes long. Kostopoulos now.
Foot up.
Free kick.
Looks like
Let's take it quickly.
Looks like the wind's died down a little bit out there too, Ryan. It was quite breezy before.
Yeah, a little bit. I think that wind was good actually because it blew the rain over.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get saturated today, but yeah, it's died down a little bit.
So Shannon Day, left-hand side of the park, goes one way, then the other. He's a good player. Played with Comets last season. He's a former Adelaide City player though. Goes inboard, finds Kostopoulos.
West Adelaide are a man down, boys. Jack Hill's right next to me on the side.
As a cross comes deep, trying to find Yull. And that goes over the sideline, goal line, corner kick. What are we up to in the corner kick?
Oh, they're just dominating statistics at the moment. Adelaide City, 4 shots on goal. They've been caught offside a couple of times. This is their 4th corner.
Short corner taken as they go into attack again. Gee, they're peppering those goals. There's another stat there. Spells.
I'll tell you what, X marks the spot, with Nicholas Bucco. He's absolutely firing away at the moment, really creating some havoc for the defence of West Adelaide.
But you have to say, guys, the amount of space that they're getting, Rob, you and I would look good out there at the moment. They just have to tighten up. Both the midfielders, you've got Costa and Bucco, they're just running right through that midfielder, giving the opportunity and also joining in the attacking lines, and it's just putting so much pressure on West Adelaide. And as you said, Ryan, they really have to work a lot harder if they're going to get back into this game.
Yeah, it's tough for them, having a new coach.
Jack Hill, boys, is back on. Just an injury concern to his knee, so just keep an eye on him.
So Moss clears it, goes to Dimas. Tets Vagabar, goes to Buzalas. Buzalas moving forward, tussling there with Yol.
And that's the difference right there. A right winger chasing his left full back and winning the foul for his team. Well done by Valentino Yule.
So Halliday got it into a tap. The referee, Captain Cook, Daniel Cook, disagrees and gives a free kick to West Adelaide.
West Adelaide now through Lippert to take this free kick. Wants to go short. Not going to be able to. Goes to Tesfegabar. Wants to go long, looking up there for Metris. It should be cleared here by Adelaide City. Cummins sends it long, looking up there for Costa. Anthony Costa that was. Goes down to Bucco again, so much space in the midfield. Bucco switches play. What a beautiful switch there by Bucco. He's been in everything day now. Goes out wide, Christopoulos. Wants to get this ball in. That's better work by West Adelaide. Pushed him all the way back. Again, Day. Back to Christopoulos. Bucco switches play. Goes out there to Cummins. He switches play. All right, with the ball. Sends Yule forward. Lippert in the way. Buzalis. Tries to go through the lines. All right. This time he was looking in the middle for one of his strikers. Didn't come off. Karatzis now for West Adelaide.
It was Dimas.
Was that Dimas? West Adelaide out of possession. Stephanopoulos. Tries to
They
find
look the same, but one's
they do.
a little bit taller.
Tries to find Dimas, couldn't do so. In the meantime, ball goes out. There'll be a throw in here to Adelaide City.
So Adelaide City with the ball on the left-hand side of the park, defensive side. Goes out Christopoulos, looking for Maury. Ends up with Day. Day goes inboard. Cummins just lets it go for Joseph Costa. Joey Costa gets his boot to it. Into attack, not a good pass. Who was that trying to give it back to a player? That was James, Ryan James. It's going to come unstuck. Oh, I thought they're going to score against them. It's going to be a yellow card to
Costa, is it?
Christopoulos? No, Anthony Costa.
Gee, the one going for the ball.
Comedy of errors, isn't it? It's a comedy of errors. This is what pressure does, guys, and what's the referee done here?
Lewis wasn't sure whether to pick that ball up then. He just
What's
was
the
in,
referee
was in
done?
two minds.
It's not a penalty, is it, Ryan?
That's what I'm asking. Is
Yeah,
that
it's
a penalty?
It's a penalty.
So who got the yellow card?
So that was for the goalkeeper that got the yellow
Yeah,
card?
the goalkeeper got the yellow card for the
Wow.
foul on Anthony Costa. But you know what? Okay, bad mistake by the young fullback and Ryan James. But Lewis Moss, just kick it out for a corner. Just get it out.
Book was on goal of game just about, Tony.
Yeah, and I back him to score this one too, Rob.
They've had a few penalties. Adelaide City of late.
As Bucco gets ready for the penalty and puts the goalkeeper the wrong way and scores again. And Nicholas Bucco is having a field day this afternoon. Scores a goal from a penalty and a terrible mistake there to West Adelaide. And boy, if they looked disjointed before, their heads have dropped even further now.
There's a lot of arguing on the bench here. There's a lot of arguing on the pitch. It's 25th minute? Not even. It's just a
It's been a disruptive week for them. So
disruptive week. But these players have experience. You got to understand that happens in football. You got to really bind as a team, and it doesn't look like that's happened at the moment.
they're up against a quality team too. So it is.
Yeah, but it's a
difficult.
derby though.
Yep.
You got to get up for these games. It doesn't matter what happens.
I'm intrigued, Ryan. Sorry, as we'll just watch the game in the background with a guy like Nicholas Bucco, who we've watched for the last 2 or 3 years. City are away again. What do you think is holding him back from potentially getting a trial with an A-League club?
Maybe age.
Okay.
But that's honest. Is maybe age.
Well, he's 28 now, I believe.
Yeah, so that's probably one of the reasons
Could
why.
get a gig. Could get a gig just as a
And this brings up the question.
like Joe Allright got a gig last year.
Yeah, he got a gig because there was injury replacement and
Alex Mullen.
and that's basically down to contacts. Your agent working for you and looking for these injury replacements because players aren't at that age going to really give you a 1 year professional at 28. That's you're taking a big risk and taking up a spot of maybe a 21-year-old where clubs are business. You can sell them on to make transfer money on them.
Certainly a classy player in this league anyhow. Is it Stephanopoulos for West Adelaide? Gee, nothing's going right for them. Goes to Maury. Maury with the ball could get a free kick. Referee waves play on. It's the player there in Karatzis goes one way, got past a couple of players, dishes it out to the left-hand side as Buzalis is there. He's going to get a deep cross. Crosses are trying to find Dimas. Too close to the keeper there in Ryan Vetch.
Well, the keeper has the ball, boys. I'll just finish off what Spelzy was saying and just put that out to our listeners as well and our viewers. That's why Australia needs a second division because there are players like that 10 teams is just not enough for a lot of talented players in Australia.
Or could we see these two teams amalgamating? You never know.
Highly doubtful.
Black, white and blue.
You posed that last week, Robbie. I
did,
don't think so.
Yeah, the week before that, and during the week too, Ryan.
And today.
We're probably going to hear this for the rest of the year.
As Halliday goes out wide, finds Day. Day sends it forward, finds Costa.
Well, that was
But
offside.
offside, unfortunately for him.
Did I mention that can be called Adelaide Power?
Yes, you did too, Robbie. Just make sure you get those Duracell batteries, please. Not Energizers, okay?
Yes, sir, mate.
What
Is
about
it-
West Adelaide City? No?
No, that's like the Adelaide Power. As it goes, right-hand side, Elitharakis goes all the way back to his keeper there in Lewis Moss. Moss just holds on to the ball. They are down 2-0. How much is Adelaide City going to win by, boys?
Well, unless West Adelaide can change
Do
things
something.
and do something, Rob, I think there's lots more goals than this. I predict 4 or 5 the way they're working at the moment.
Cummins goes into attack, trying to find Yole. He's been damaging on that right-hand side. As it goes over the sideline, it will be a throw into Adelaide City, leading 2-0.
As you can see with South Adelaide, when they did bury him in round 1, 10-0, a Damien Murray team, they'd never take the foot off the pedal. And if they do, watch out, don't come to training Monday. So I think that's well drilled in his players.
29 minutes played.
It's all right for Adelaide City on the far side, leading 2-0. We're in the 30th minute. Yule gets it back to all right. Here's an opportunity for Murray. He tries to cross that ball, trying to find Bucco there. Couldn't do so. It's cleared here by West Adelaide, and it's going to come straight back at them through Day. Day now gets it forward. Kostopoulos switches play, goes back into the middle. Not too much pressure there. Yule on the far side gets the ball in. There's nobody there. Goes all the way back to Day. Gets it in, and here it is! What a great goal there
Magnificent.
by Costa.
Anthony.
Brilliant. Anthony Costa, that was brilliant ball by Day. Puts it straight on his head, and that's 3. I might change my prediction, Robert. I think it might be more than 4 or 5. The way they're going at
That
the
was
moment.
well done by Shannon Day. Got the first time cross.
Yeah.
And finding the head of Anthony Costa, hit the crossbar and went into the back of the net.
Just
So
a well-oiled machine right at the moment.
But just saying that, Rob, there was a panic defensive clearance there just to kick it anywhere. I mean, that's schoolboy stuff, you know, and it went straight to Day. Nobody put any pressure on him.
Kick it out.
Put the ball straight on Costa's head, and gee, that's just too easy.
Just look at the West Adelaide players at the moment. There's no noise from them. Just hands on hips, heads just all over the joint. Things are going to change, and it starts with your attitude.
exactly. Who was the only one that picked the draw?
I think that was Rob Pepicelli.
Can I change my mind now?
Yeah, you can go, what, for a 3-all or 4-all?
3-all, yeah. So Daniel Cook, the referee, seen him take the throw again, is it? Wrong spot. I thought it was supposed to give it to the opposition, but they were allowed to take it again as it goes to Cummings. Goes out.
He must be loving this.
Oh, yeah. Goes to all right. Back to Cummings. Made the move from Cumberland to Adelaide City. Back to where he won a few championships. Nice by like Kostopoulos in that midfield.
Great
Goes
run.
short. Day's been good on that left-hand side as well. Tries to back heel. He's won himself the throw-in. Just by the corner flag. Looking for support. Just throws it out. Kostopoulos allowed to get to the ball. Dummy de Belcosta allowing Cummings with the ball. Outside of the foot. Vagabart did well. Did really well. Now he's looking for Dimas, but well read there by Halliday, the captain, and goes all the way back to his keeper in Ryan Veach, and he clears the ball for Adelaide City.
Veach goes into the middle of the park here. It should be headed. Good header there by Murray. Here it goes. Costa again tries to find his
offside.
brother, but it was offside.
That's poor defending there by Jack Hill. Joey Costa's to his left by about 5 metres. He can see the ball's up in the air. Go to your player. What are you marking? Field. Go to your player. And that's what's happened. The ball's fallen to Joe Costa. He's turned around and put another attacking move. It's just very lazy players at the moment, and they're just so down that it's not going to get better. You've got to change your attitude. You've got to work harder.
Ryan, you have three midfielders out there that are not working hard enough for West Adelaide. As far as I'm concerned, when the ball is lost, those midfielders should be working a lot harder to try and get it back, and it's not happening at the moment. As Tez Vegabar now for West Adelaide. Good pressure there by Morrie. Cleared here by West Adelaide's Lewis Moss. Trying to find his striker in Anthony Dimas. It's not going to. Adelaide City now through Yule. Comes off his foot. It'll be a throw in here.
A free kick around, Tony.
Yeah.
Found a free kick.
Foul after disposal. Referee was trying
Something
to play
like
away
that.
on,
Correcto.
but they brought it back.
And Adelaide City take it quickly. Bucco now. Goes in board. Kostopoulos. That's better. That's better chasing. Goes to Costa. Joseph. To Morrie. Yule. Scored a brilliant goal.
Oh,
Tries
once
to get it
again.
inboard. This time again looking for Anthony Costa. Couldn't find it.
You know what? So far this season, boys, there's only probably been Metro, but this team, every time they hit that area and they wanted their final pass, their final delivery is beautiful. It's like how many times have we said that? Only if their final pass, only if they're. And Adelaide City are just hitting the spot and really causing this defence and goalkeeper of West Adelaide real danger.
havoc.
So Adelaide City in control, leading 3-0. Kostopoulos, I've liked this game so far. Turns with the ball. Looks like a natural midfielder to me. Goes to Costa. He switches play, all right there. Looks up, swings it to Morrie. Joshua Morrie's going to crack it. It's hit the back of Elitharakis. Still Adelaide City with possession. Valentino Yule to all right. Back to Yule it goes, and a great ball by all right. Yule goes to his left foot. Charge! Oh, he's going to do a bicycle kick there. Tried it, missed it. Still Adelaide City. Booker, he'll do something. Goes one way, then the other. Is he going to crack it from there? He tries to cut it back. Still Adelaide City trying to do something. And into the arms of the keeper there and Lewis Moss.
I think all the tricks are coming out, Rob. I think they'd be better off just sticking to their game plan. And
I don't think Damien Morris too
no,
happy.
he wouldn't be.
He just turned around and just like, what the?
Knowing Damien, they're gonna hear it at half time. Both of them through trying to do what they did, especially Bucco. But I guess they're entitled to. They feel confident, but you never want to be overconfident in any game as Day.
Oh, Costa was never going to get to it.
No, he's never.
So he might as well try the bicycle kick.
Here's an opportunity for Kostopoulos. Goes
Again,
in board. He takes a shot. This time he wasn't on target, but he's been really, really good there, Joseph Costa.
Oh, look, we've been saying it week after week. If that was 0-0, he wouldn't have taken that shot. Morrie wouldn't have taken the shot a few minutes ago. You know, when you're up and running, things happen for you. And to be quite frank, I'm sitting here and absolutely loving every second of it, because a lot of games are just a little too clinical and everyone's trying to be too methodical instead of just letting the juices flow. And this is exactly what we're seeing at the moment, an absolute class act by City.
By the way, Rob's my name, not Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
So goal kick, taken here by Lewis Moss. Take this goal kick. Left-hand side of the park. Valentino Yule.
Not good enough.
Looks very
Just
comfortable, doesn't he, Yule, at Adelaide City?
Beautiful.
Great player. As all right, finds Yule. Gee, he's got past two players. Class. Can he get it? Oh, he's trying to find Anthony Costa. Gee, he's moving well. It's cleared by West Adelaide. They are shell-shocked as it goes to Tez Vagabar. Can they get 2 or 3 passes going? Just slowing it down. Lippett to Yule. Yule looking for anybody that can help him. Switches it, trying to find James. His pass gone straight to Captain Halliday. Day inboard. Pushing it around at the moment. Adelaide City. Joey Costa. Goes right-hand side. All right. Getting more and more of the ball. Goes back to Cummins. Looking for Booker. It's gone past a couple of players. So it goes to Stephanopoulos. But to Halliday. He's got his measure, but Tez Vagabar comes back. Goes to James. James with the ball. Cuts it back, as you can hear Murray in the effects mic. Screaming something as West Adelaide still trying to get something going. Ends up with Christopoulos. So Adelaide City in control on the back lines. Day looks for Costa, controls it with his chest. Switches play.
Beautiful.
To Yol. He'll skin him, and he did. But luckily, doubling back. But he's still going to win it, isn't he? His Yol has got it. Borks goes one way, goes short. All right, can cut it back. Here's a goal. No, it's not gone past. Still a chance. Shot well done there by the defender. Gee, could have been scored about 2 or 3 times then.
This Valentino Gill, boys, every time I get the ball, I'm like, do something. This is exciting.
Isn't it?
He's got some. Damien's got something about developing these raw, talented players, these wingers into some. He's done it with Nicholas. Played his 50th game last night for Adelaide United. He's done it with Kamara, and now he's doing it with Valentino Gill. He's got something about developing this raw talent in wingers into some great players, and hopefully this Valentino Gill can keep it up for the rest of the season, because there'll definitely be A-League clubs looking at him.
He's nice size too, isn't he?
Bucco
Great
takes
football
the
brain.
corner. There's another shot there by Costa.
He's got a great football brain as well. He knows when to beat his player. He knows when to cross it. He knows what spot to put the cross in as well. He's got a very intelligent football brain, which is great to see from a young player.
Keeps his feet too, Ryan.
Yeah, he's not looking for a cheap foul.
As West Adelaide now take the goal kick. Lippert now. He probably wants to go into half time because they're going to have to regroup. And we're still a while away. We're still about 5 or 6 minutes away from half time. Hopefully they can regroup and have a better second half, as West Adelaide now on the ball through Yull. Goes all the way back. Tesvega Bar in the middle of the park. Again, plays a 1-2. Here's Yull. There's not much movement on. That was James. That goes all the way back to Elithofarakis. Dispossessed there by Adelaide City. Here we go again. Yule on the ball. Player of the match so far. What's he going to do this time? Gets it short to Maury. Maury tries to turn his man. This time they get it away on the far side. Karatzis with the ball goes short to Mitras. Mitras now wants some help. Goes long, finds Dimas. He loses possession in the middle of the park now. It's Christopoulos to Bucco, back to Christopoulos. Goes out wide, finds that Day. They're just toying with them at the moment. So much time. Costa. Back to Cummins. To his captain, Halliday. Switches play, finds Day. Tries to go back. The ball is cleared by Vetch, but the ball goes out, and it will be a throw-in here to West Adelaide.
Looking at scores at other grounds, thanks to the West Beach Pizza Bar, we got the Metros and Olympic. It's 0-0. It's half-time down there. Comets and Sturt Lions, 0-0. Panthers and Burculla, it's 1-1. So Burks have hit back. They've got a man sent off early. And Croydon Kings are leading 2-0 against the Adelaide United Youth. Down here at the Adelaide City Park, it is Adelaide City 3, leading West Adelaide 0. So Adelaide City with possession, great ball there by, was that Maury? Yep. Gets a chance, Yo cuts it back, player goes offside, down. Rob, offside. There's an offside flag up, and it'll be a free kick to West Adelaide. A few offsides spells in that one.
That's the 5th.
You know what West Adelaide remind me of, boys? I'm just watching them thinking, what does this team remind me of? It reminds me of some boys going to the park on a Sunday with a few balls and cones and just playing some park football. There's just no tactical, there's no team cohesion, and they're playing against a team that's well organised, and they're getting absolutely ripped apart.
Well, it used to be us. Every Sunday morning we used to go to Stradbroke Road there or something.
Well, the first change I'd make is I would switch players and put somebody different on Yule, because he's having a field day at the moment. I probably would like to see a switch there. It's not coming. He's offside there by Maury. Yep. Maybe put James on that side. He's just got a little bit more speed. But at the moment, he's causing all types of... you have to make changes. You have to make changes when a player is causing so much damage. Well, I would have made him after 1 goal, to be totally honest.
That's brutal.
That was after
No,
14 minutes.
No, Rob, I'm not talking personnel change.
okay.
I'm talking about
Positional.
tactical positional changes. Yeah.
So the ball's with Adelaide City. Day gets the cross. It's a low one. Headed out, though, by Elitharakis. Buzalis was there as well. Trying to get there. It's Karatzis. Back it goes to Buzalis. So West Adelaide. What can they do? They go to Dimas. He's on his own at front. Loses it quite easily. Booker with it from all right. So Booker has got the control.
They're feeling it today, City.
Still a warm day too. Temperature, I think, is going to reach about 33. As the Captain Halliday finds Christopoulos. Chested down by Cummins. All right's on that far side. Goes to Yule, and that goes over the sideline on the far side. Just over 43.5 minutes, or approaching the 43.5 minute mark. Adelaide City still leading 3-0 against West Adelaide. As Yole got past a couple of players again. He's going to cut it back. And it's come off Costa, Anthony Costa. It was a bit too heavy on him for the pass.
If he knew his brother was behind him, he could have done
Could
with
have
that.
done with it, yeah.
Probably wasn't aware of that. But Rob, I can't remember a first half where a team doesn't have a shot. I can't remember a shot that West Adelaide has had. I don't think they've had one in this half.
Oh, look at that.
And that's total dominance here through from Adelaide City. Here's Bucco. Again, finding space. They switch. They go to Murray. Murray's been good too. Goes out to Yule. He's causing so much havoc. Goes it in. Tries to find Murray there. Unfortunately, couldn't control that. And West Adelaide will come away with the ball.
Left it behind, didn't he?
Again, he's got nowhere to go. He's got one player to go to and 4 or 5 Adelaide City players around him.
Yeah, he's trying his heart out, Stephanopoulos,
Yeah,
but
it's just not working.
No.
The midfield line is not moving with him, and they're too frightened to go forward because they know that they'll get counter-attacked. As Costa has been excellent in this first half. Bucco, I mean, you wouldn't name a bad Adelaide City player at the moment.
The way
they have
they're knocking the ball
dominance.
around is just magnificent.
This is a training session for them. As Costa goes
Look at that.
and switches play, that is absolutely brilliant. Back to Yule. What can he do this time? He can't find a player this time. It should be cleared here by West Adelaide. Buzalis goes inboard, finds Tesfegabar. Mitras now back to Tesfegabar. Here's an opportunity now for Yul. Yul still in possession. Into the middle there. Finds
just on time on, boys.
You know, we're all good when we're front running and things are going well, but you're truly tested when you're up against it, and they've got a lot to prove to themselves, West Adelaide, in the second half.
And I'm going to pick a few players that I think can really need to lift their work rate.
So it goes all the way back to the keeper there, and Lewis Moss. Robbie Lippert was there, goes short.
Robbie's one, with due respect.
Well, he can't do much in the backlines, really.
No.
Maybe they need to switch him. As a referee, Daniel Cook.
not even a minute.
Calls it half-time here at Adelaide City Park. So half-time, it is Adelaide City 3, leading West Adelaide 0. It's been the Adelaide City show as Ryan Marveggio is going to have a quick chat with Jace Cummings, and coming up, Cassandra will be chatting with the chairman of Adelaide City, Tony Costa.
Boys, I've got Jace Cummings here. Very good start to the game. Really well and truly on top. Is that what you came out to do?
Yeah, mate. We knew that the longer it went on without a score, the harder it was going to be to break them down. We just wanted to keep our structure and play the ball around and hopefully get the breakthroughs. And obviously, we've done enough to get that lead going in.
And a personal question: looking very fit feeling comfortable at the back playing next to Matty Halliday?
Yeah, it's not too bad a gig, mate. I obviously did a bit of running as if I was going to prepare to get in the midfield, but playing the back side, mate, everything's in front of you, so it makes it a bit easier, doesn't it?
Good luck.
Beautiful. Thanks, mate.
See you, bud.
Thanks, Ryan. And so it is half-time.
Boys, before I give the mic to Cassandra, there's two things I would like to say. One, Jack Hill, he's a holding midfielder, number 6. He's really got to be, we've praised him a lot. He's been a good player, but he's looking like he's moping out there. He looks lost. He's really got to lift his game. You want to play that holding midfield. It's easy when like you said, Spelsy, when the game's going right and things are going good and get the ball and playing looking pretty. But a holding midfielder, if you want to play a holding midfielder and you've got to get your team out, you've got to get your team out. And he's got to start lifting his game. He's got to have a bit of voice about him and start looking, getting some tackles and all that. The other player is their star player and captain, Perry Mitras. he's lost. No voice, no captaincy. He's got to really lift not only his game but his attitude. And if those two players can lift, West Adelaide can slowly get back into the game.
Okay, thanks, Ryan. It is half-time here at Adelaide City Park. Adelaide City go in at 3-0 over West Adelaide. Can West Adelaide come back to this game? I'm hoping Cassandra's on the field. She's going to be having a chat with the chairman, Tony Costa.
I see her over there at the Marcelina sign, I think.
We'll have to go to Marcelina.
Yeah, well, why not? Get us one too, please. One
Nah,
with a
stuff
lot.
you boys. So you got to be down here doing hard work instead of sitting up in that nice air-conditioned box.
You're a front runner.
So if the camera guys could put
Boys, did my hair look good? I was about to get on camera.
So if the camera guys can put their cameras down that
Take a shot on the way
left-hand
through,
side.
Ryan.
Bit of a shot.
You get $300 for it.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah,
Come on, hit that crossbar.
So Cassandra's on that far side as well. She's going to have a chat with Tony Costa in a few minutes.
Might go through the stats, Rob.
Yep.
They might tell us a little a thing or two. Adelaide City, 11 shots on goal, got caught offside 5 times. They took 5 corners, committed 3 fouls. And on the flip side, no shots on goal, no offsides for West Adelaide, 1 corner. Their keeper made a save and they've committed 4 fouls. So they just completely dominated.
Crossbar challenge. So they've got to hit the crossbar, boys, to win $300 cash. So get that straight away, mate.
I'm losing on the nags today. I better jump down there, perhaps.
I reckon I'll hit the crossbar because I never used to score. Is that right, Ryan? Oh, Cassandra's on
Yes.
now.
I might have a go, we'll see.
Go
Come
for
on.
it.
Oh, the boots come off. Socks on.
So he's got to hit the. Can he hit the sidebar? Whoa, nearly hit it. Now, Cassandra, do they have to keep going until they hit the crossbar? Do you know?
I think so. Someone's got to win the 300, so I think they might keep
You'd be
going.
good at that, mate. Go down.
Whoop. It's nearly that one.
3 shots each.
3 shots each. And what happens if they don't get it? Goes to the commentary boys?
Yeah, might as well, hey.
I'll keep $2.99. 50 cents each for spills.
Oh, that's nice.
You can add up.
I said I was doing it rough on the pun. I need more than 50 cents.
There's a little fella who's going to take this one. Cassandra, can he get it? Whoa. Does it has to hit the crossbar, not the sidebar?
The crossbar, yep.
Okay. Yes, we are. Tony can have a rest. Spells if you want to have a rest. Get yourself a pizza. Nothing happening yet, Cassandra?
No action yet.
Do we know the names of the guys?
I know one is a West Adelaide supporter. His name's Anthony.
Anthony's taken. Was that the one? Was that Anthony?
He's in the blue, in the navy.
Okay. Marcus is the MC, little fella. I reckon he's got close before, didn't he?
Yeah, in the Real Madrid kit, so maybe some luck.
$300 for him. Is he allowed to take $300? Don't you have to be 18 to gamble? Is this gambling? Not sure. Is this the fella that you were talking about?
Yes.
Okay, is this the last one, is it? Well, they know how to score anyhow.
On target.
On target, yeah. We're here live at the Adelaide City Park. It is the Marcelina Crossbar Challenge. Whoever hits the crossbar wins himself a cool cash of $300. So no one's won it there, looks like.
No luck, no.
Okay. See if you can get Tony. You want to do that interview with Tony Costa?
Yeah, if he
If you can
he's
come closer to you. If you can. As Cassandra will look for the chairman of Adelaide City and Tony Costa. And repeating the halftime scores. You still got your ears on, Ryan?
No.
Oh, he's got
Not for Ryan.
got the headphones. What do you think of that first half, Cassandra? I mean, Adelaide City certainly dominating.
Yeah, definitely dominating. It's I thought West Adelaide would be more in it, but knowing the depth and quality of Adelaide City, it's no surprise, and I think they'll score a few more.
Yeah, he's up here. He'll be coming down in a minute.
Okay.
So, Tony, if you can go on the ground. Yeah, Adelaide City certainly dominating, weren't they?
Yeah, for sure. And I think they got a few more goals in them. Nick Bucco as well. Anthony Costa, I think they'll score a few more.
Valentino Yule, some
Yes.
player, isn't he?
Very much. Very dangerous.
Yeah, these African players certainly got the flair, haven't they?
Very much.
So the chairman of Adelaide City, Tony Costa, will be down the boundary with Cassandra Trappieri. And repeating that half-time. We're looking at some replays here as Bozalis is there going down. You see Valentino Yule with that first goal. Brilliant goal there by Valentino Yule. Got the control and into the back of the net it goes. That was their first goal, that one. As you see again, that was a corner kick. So looking at those replays, here comes the corner kick. And that was one with Jace Cummings. Got up well, but wide of the mark. It goes. Adelaide City 3-0 as Costa, I think, has a shot there. Tries a double back. As you see it. George. Former West Adelaide. I think they need you as a coach down there. They're looking for one.
They're struggling, aren't they?
Yep.
Sixes and sevens.
Sixes and sevens. Okay, Cassandra.
Yes.
Tony Costa.
Tony Costa, thank you
chairman.
very much. Thanks for joining us today, taking out the time. Obviously, Adelaide City, they're very dominant on and off the park. What are your goals this season?
Oh, wow. We got 5 goals. Well, yeah, no. Our overall intention is to be one of the better clubs in South Australia, of course, and even want to extend that over to Australia. So if that's our overall strategic intent, then we've got goals underneath that. And one of the goals is to try and get more people to come and watch the local games. Another one is to try and sort of be financially stable. Obviously, we want to perform very well on the pitch. So, you know, these are the type of goals that we have towards making sure that we aim towards our strategic intent.
And you dominate the league as such. You've had in recent years. So obviously, you're looking for that national on the national scale.
We would love to be back on the national scale, absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, the results on the ground are very encouraging. It holds us in good position. But whilst we want to be on that national scale, I need to know what the criteria are as well. We will not compromise our club and how we're heading and the stability of the club just for expansion. But we will do whatever it takes to make sure that we put ourselves in that position.
Very much so. And you've got the quality in players as well, so no trouble there.
Yeah.
And you've made some good signings as well, new signings.
We have. We've got a really nice team, and the great thing about the team, which is well managed by Damien, of course, and the support staff, is that now pretty much just about every position, if someone's sort of like out, whether it be injury or whatever, we have got some good backups to come into those roles. And then it goes deeper than that. And what I mean by it goes deeper than that is we've got really good reserve teams. We've got good coaches in both Jonas Sally and Dom Pipicella in the reserves and 18s. And that just puts a lot of pressure on everybody, doesn't it?
It does for sure. And today you've already up 3-0, so any more goals?
Any more goals? I think if we continue playing the way we're playing, yeah, I'm pretty sure there will be some more goals today.
Great, thank you very much, and best of luck for the season.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Cassandra. Down there talking to Tony Costa. And players still not out here at the moment. It is 3-0. Adelaide City leading at half-time against West Adelaide. Do you think West Adelaide can come back to this game, Cassandra?
I don't think so. Unfortunately, I think Adelaide City will, like Tony said, more goals if they keep playing the way they have, and I think they will.
Yeah, certainly. So West Adelaide got a lot to do, boys. Back, Spills and Tony. Thanks, Cassandra.
Thank
we'll
you.
see you back up here.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, Rob, the problem is at the moment who's steering that ship inside those change rooms, Rob. We've got an interim coach Also, you've got a captain that perimetrist. Somebody's got to be taking the lead there, saying, guys, we've got to get out there. Okay, we're losing 3-0, but we've got to get out there and put a better showing in the second half. And it doesn't matter what the final score is, as long as they can at least win that second half, or at the very minimum, Rob, be competitive, because at the moment they're not.
No, it's look, I think we've all experienced that. We've been around sport long enough. It doesn't really matter what it's in, that when you're doing it tough, you're doing it tough, and there's no question that you think you're doing okay, but to sort of make breakthroughs, especially against very good sides who are just giving you nothing. And I've got to say, just an absolutely classic display of football, even if it is a little bit unopposed on occasions, but when you don't miss passes and when you're using your field well, and everything that they're doing is just about picture perfect. So sure, the challenge is in Westies, but it's not only about the footballing, but it's just the attitude and the lack of attitude and lack of willingness for someone to want to stand up and say, hey, let's get our act together out here. Let's communicate together. Let's at least look as if we're trying to sort of work this thing out. But
Yes,
we've talked about it before. This thing about disposing of coaches. I'm sorry, I've been on the end of it myself a couple of times, so I suppose it's raw. But I just don't get it.
No,
They do a massive amount of due diligence in their process, and they select this guy, and on the basis you never know, he might be purposely not playing a couple of guys for discipline or for this or for that, thinking I'm thinking long term, and they're thinking short term.
It's about time players took some responsibility for what happens, rather than putting all the responsibility on the coach.
Yeah, it's just too easy.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
The issue is, can the players take some credit, I guess, for where they're at the moment, and say, well, guys, we're the ones that have to lift. We're the ones that have to take the club out of the doldrums as it is at the moment.
They lost a lot of good players last year.
Yeah, but Rob, ask why. Why? Why do you lose players? There must be something wrong somewhere for them to have an exodus of players. Now, the issue could be, we don't know what the issue is. But the fact is that once those players get onto that park, it's up to them to give us 100%. At the moment, it doesn't look like that.
No, and we know this is a very transient competition, a lot of player movement. The Comets have picked up 7 or 8 quality players in the last year or two, so it's possible. But again, it's obviously has to be an attractive proposition to woo players across to you. And as you're saying, we're not here to infest something and try to create a story out of nothing. We're really just purely talking from a couple of enthusiasts looking in.
Well, I mean, West Adelaide are such a proud club, and I've loved them for so many years when they were in the National League, and we want to see them do well. And, I would have liked to have seen a great game that's close. Unfortunately, we're not seeing that today.
But boys, if you're looking at stability, look at West Adelaide in the last 3 years. Forget about the player exodus at the end of last season. The last 3 years, they've had Paul Pezos as manager, Louis Detroyer, Phil Stubborn,
Robbie Detroyer.
Robbie Detroyer, sorry, not Louis, the son, but Robbie Detroyer. You know what I'm trying to say? So
Phil Stubbins?
That's what I said, yes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Phil Stubbins, and then you had Ilias Dimritsidis, and now you've got Bouzalis as an interim coach.
Didn't they have Shane Porter at one stage? I thought they did. No, I might be wrong.
Maybe, but the point is that you're saying why players...
Joel Porter, not Shane.
Well, yeah, they did actually. After Paul Pezos, they had Joel
that's
Porter
what I
that
reckon,
came
yep.
in. No, you had Ross Aloisi, Joel Porter, then Paul Pezos. That's how it sort of went.
Yep.
And Joel Porter lasted 2 games. But you're asking, why is there a player exodus? Well, as a former player, you look at, why are the coaches moving left, right, centre? Like, I want to have stability. I want to know my coach inside out. I want to create a relationship with my coach. And that's why maybe there has been a player exodus. So you can't always look at the players and say, is it because of finance? Is it because of this? Or is it because of the culture? It's maybe because the way the hierarchy treat their managers and moving left, right, centre. Maybe why didn't Phil Stubborn stay at the end of last year? He did a good job, got them into the final series. Yeah, they had a bad loss, but you got to stick with your coaches. Ilias Dimritsidis had 4 games. 4 games. You got to give coaches time. So it's a hierarchy doing their job, the correct job, in appointing the right coach to suit their culture and philosophy.
Well,
then you ask yourself, it's the hierarchy. Do they know what they want as the right culture? Do they know what they want as a philosophy of the club? So it really starts at the top of the hierarchy. As a hierarchy knowing what they want to appoint the right coach to bring down what they are wanting in their club to their players. Because obviously it doesn't if you've had 5 coaches in the last 3 years.
Well, that's right, and using hindsight is that when we get to look at the end of the year and say, was that a good move? Well, no, it really wasn't. They didn't improve. They didn't show any more
we
spirit.
don't know what happens in the back.
No, we don't. But, you know, again, Rob, just what to me...
Could have been good reasons why...
Perhaps so.
Ilias
Perhaps
wasn't
so. You're
not
right.
there
So we
anymore.
are talking from afar. But,
But as a player, do you want to go to a club like that? Probably not.
And on the flip side, boys, Adelaide City, can they go one step better? Last 2 years just can't seem to win the grand final.
well, they haven't done much wrong. You know, we've said it. You know, it's not as if they capitulated on the day. They were actually right around
Have
the
they got
mark.
a better team?
Definitely,
Than last
On
season.
They've got a
today's
better team,
performance.
So far what I've seen,
No-brainer.
the Joe Costa moving back into the number 8 and replacing Puddler, and Josh Murray coming into the number 10 to replace, I think that's absolutely brilliant.
And you.
And
And
Yule
adding
coming
Yule.
in, and they've got Kamara on the bench. And that's massive.
Well, we've got a moment. I don't think there's been any changes, Rob. I'll just quickly
changes,
look through
boys.
the teams. No changes.
Oh, yes,
Is
sorry, number 22, not Jack Yule, number 22, Michael
There's
Alexander has come
Alexandra's
on
on.
Alexandra's
for
come on.
Stephanopoulos.
So Adelaide City are attacking towards the right-hand side if you are watching the game live streaming
Boys, there has been a double change actually for West Adelaide.
on YouTube, as you'll pick that up in a minute, and also on Facebook, the Football Federation of SA's Facebook, and NPL SA is on the YouTube as well. So if you do want to watch, it's FFSA TV actually.
And
If you do want to watch it on the YouTube.
Sorry about that, Robert. I don't know about you, Ryan, but I would have thought Stephanopoulos was one of the few guys that at least was showing a little bit of heart and a bit of pump. And you know, maybe it might have been better take the captain off and say, hey, buddy.
Yeah,
You know, you got to lift your game.
And the 2 players that I've actually pinpointed are still on the park, which is surprising. So
Yeah.
So the other changes,
just shows
Ryan?
that's why I'm a boundary rider, not a coach. No, the two changes. So it's been Tisvebagar
Well, he was
has
all
come
right.
off. Michael Alexandru has replaced him in midfield, and also Stephanopoulos has come off and been replaced by Heristopoulos, who's gone into the right back position and allowed Ryan James to move up to the right wing position.
Also, you can listen to us on the Adelaide Web Radio. So go into the YouTube, the TuneIn app, that is, not the YouTube app, the TuneIn app, and just put down Adelaide Web Radio, and you can listen to this game as well as you can watch it on YouTube and also on the Facebook page. Don't forget today's match is proudly brought to you by Valo Professional LED Lighting, Sports Design and Engineered in Australia, and the RIA, proudly supporting football in South Australia. Get an insurance quote today. The big game, Adelaide City are leading 3-0 against West Adelaide, as Adelaide City have got possession of the ball at the moment. There's Captain Halliday going short, ends up right-hand side to all right, looking for Yol and into the arms of the keeper there in Lewis Moss. Can West Adelaide do something in this second half, at least be more competitive, even though they are down 3-0 as the ball goes over the sideline for a throw into West Adelaide.
Rosales now to take this throw in for West Adelaide, quickly takes it, goes all the way back to his goalkeeper in Moss, clears that ball. Here's an opportunity now for Christodopoulos. Trying to go forward, but marshalled all the way back here by Adelaide City. Vetch goes long. Trying to find Costa, won't get to him. West Adelaide in the middle of the park. Rosales goes back to his goalkeeper. Moss goes short. Finds Lippert. Lippert goes forward now. Oh, tries to find Rosales. A terrible ball there. Here's an opportunity for Adelaide City on the overlap. It's Maury. Can he get the ball in? He does, but there's no one there. Too much power on that cross from Maury, but a great work again there by Yule. Adelaide City in possession. Halliday goes out wide, finds Cummins, back to Halliday. Bucco just wanting West Adelaide to come at them, so they've got some space behind them. Adelaide City in possession, all right, to Yule. He's been in everything so far, takes on a player, gets it over. Morrie tries to switch play. Not so good that time. West Adelaide. Mitras finds his player there in Karatzis, I think it might have been. Rosales now. Adelaide City's pushing them all the way back to their goalkeeper. Not a good clearance there by Moss. West Adelaide. Mitras now. Can they get an attack on goals? It's a bit better through West Adelaide there. It should be cleared here.
James has moved forward too.
He has
You've seen
too.
that, Ryan James.
Yeah, in the right wing position, Hirosopoulos has come into the right back
Picked
position.
that one, Tony. You wanted him up front.
Yeah, I think that's a better
Bit more
move.
speed.
It's a better speed, yeah.
So the ball's with Adelaide City. Trying to get to it was that Booker?
Yep.
It is?
Yep.
Should know that. He's got class. As it goes left, is that Kostopoulos? And looks like the offside flag is up. As West Adelaide come away with it through Yol towards James. So they go back in board. Captain Mitras trying to pick up that play. Is that Elitharakis on that
No,
side?
it's Histodopoulos, Rob.
Oh, he came on. Zach. Histodopoulos goes to his keeper in Lewis Moss. So Robbie Lippett. They're looking a little bit better. At least they're pushing it around. Getting possession.
Look at their midfield boys, so static.
Goes up into attack. Dimas tries to control, but Halliday, Captain Halliday, got past 2 or 3 as if they weren't there. Holds onto it, goes short to Booker. Booker can switch it towards the right-hand side. Once again, Yule back inside. It goes to Morrie. Joshua Morrie looks for all right. It's looking promising. Goes to Yule. He's a chance. Cut back. Hit the
my
park. Went across the goal line. Didn't go in. And West Adelaide will clear.
Gee, Moss had no idea what. No, to be honest, I didn't have any idea what happened to that one. But gee, and again,
Hit the front of the post and
given
ricocheted
so much
across the
time
other
on the
side.
ball, and he's causing absolute havoc.
Guys, just a score update quickly. Thanks, Westbury Special.
Here's Morrie with an opportunity. Can he get to that ball? He's offside.
Thanks to the Westbury Pizza Bar. It's Panthers going further ahead. Panthers 3 against Burkalla 1, knowing that Burkalla had a player sent off earlier in the game.
That relegation battle there.
Yeah, just about. Metro Stars and Olympic, it's 0-0. Comets and Sturt Lions, it's 0-0. Croydon Kings leading 2-0 against Adelaide United Youth. And not forgetting tonight's game, 7:30 kickoff, it's Para Hills against Campbelltown. And here at Adelaide City Park, it is Adelaide City 3 leading West Adelaide 0, thanks to the West Beach Pizza Bar.
As West Adelaide go forward now. Peter Ethelarakis
Enthusiasm in that voice, Tony.
What's that?
go forward. Here's Mitras. That's a good switch by Mitras. Finds Bozalis. Gee, that's a terrible ball by Bozalis. They can't find a player at the moment.
They can find the opposition.
They can find the opposition. Maybe they're colourblind, Rob.
It could be.
As on the far side, Adelaide City goes forward. Kostopoulos now. Can he find somebody in the middle? He's only got Morrie and Costa. He might have to go all the way back. He switches that play, cleared there by West Adelaide, only as far as Joel Allwright. Allwright to Costa.
Sturt Lions have hit the lead, boys. Sturt Lions 1, Adelaide Comets 0, thanks to West Beach Pizza Bar.
That's a bit of a surprise.
Isn't it?
As Allwright
I backed that one.
gets the
Oh,
boys going forward. It's Rob Shout tonight.
Absolutely.
It's not finished yet, boys. Come on. So it is on the right. I'm not sure what's happening down there. So the ball is with West Adelaide as the game continues. Goes short, Alexandru. Goes towards the player there, ends up with Bozalis. Bozalis goes back in board, Alexandru. Short to Elitharakis. He switches it to right-hand side of the park. It is to Dolopoulos, that's Zach. Goes out right-hand side, trying to control it there was Ryan James. And that goes over the sideline. Hristodoulopoulos will take this throw in. Looking for Captain Mitras. Up in the air it goes. Chance. Dimas was there, but keeper did well. Ryan Veach. It's about the first time he's taken the ball in this match. He'll clear the ball for Adelaide City. Sends it into attack. Right hand side. Big long goes to the other keeper there, and Lewis Moss, and throws it out to Bouzalis.
Bouzalis now, grandstand side, goes short to Karatzis, back to Bouzalis. Playing a little bit better, West Adelaide, just keeping a little bit more possession. It's their last third that they're having trouble in. Goes out there, it's Yull. Just carries the ball. Now the switch, back to Yull. It's a lot better. Now they're going to get some pressure on them. They have to be careful here. And they've done it. They have to be careful. Gee, that's terrible work there. Lucky that they picked that up. That was terrible work by Lippert. I mean, he's put his goalkeeper under pressure. I don't understand that. I mean, why would you you've got players pressing. Why would you go backwards?
Boys, Lippert's just signalled to the bench, saying he's got a slight injury. Don't know if that's a slight injury or so. Just get me off here.
Well, we know Robbie. He's one of our absolute favourites.
Oh,
He's a top-notch, hard-nosed.
He's disheartened. You can see it. You can see it. So free kick to West Adelaide quickly. They look a bit better anyhow in the second half, don't they?
They do. They're certainly keeping a lot more possession, Rob. It's the last third that they can't get right at the moment. They just have to take chances that they're going to score a counter-attack. But at the end of the day, they need to at least score a goal just to give them some impetus.
So Alexandru switches play, right-hand side. Yoel. Jack Yoel, that is. Goes right, even further right to James. Low-cost chance for Pimetras. Still West Adelaide, but Adelaide City do clear it. This goes to Valentino Yoel. And he switches play left-hand side. Kostopoulos has to get to it, can he? No, he can't. Maury, you heard that one.
That's rubbish, according to the coach.
Not happy with it.
Wasn't that far.
The idea was good.
It goes right-hand side as James has had a bit of a pace on that right-hand side. Borks goes backwards, squares it up, or slightly backwards to Alexandru, to Yoel, Jack Yoel. Finds Lippert. Matty Bouzalis, back to Lippert it goes. Looks for some support. Chips it. Dimas. Looking better, West Adelaide. Goes out to Karatzis. Karatzis to Alexandru. Can't find the opening. Has to go backwards. Lippert. Goes short. Bouzalis. They're going to lose out in a minute. They don't, though. They're doing well. Inboard they go. Good turn there by Karatzis. It is a free kick. Referee Daniel Cook right on the spot. It'll be a free kick to West Adelaide.
West Adelaide have just lifted a little bit. It's either that they've lifted or Adelaide City's dropped. Might be a little bit of both here at the moment, but they're certainly putting a lot more effort into this second half.
Totally.
And a little bit more promising here. If they could just snag one, it might just give them a lift.
Oh, sorry, Tony. Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
No, I was just going to say, I was going to be really critical on Jack Hill there. Michael Alexander had the ball just on the left-hand side here. He's just sitting looking him. Why don't you say, come out, come, demand the ball, want the ball, lift your game. You're a holding midfielder. You need to demand this ball. And he's a very negative type player. And it's really hurting his team at the moment.
Alexander now with a free kick. Gee, that's not a great one.
Normally plays a good game, Yoel.
Yeah, but West Adelaide last season were a very good team. They had a lot of good players. You can see that. That's why he sort of slipped in nicely. When things are going right for everything. But when things are going bad, a good player needs to step up.
It's Adelaide City now through Halliday. Goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. Ryan Vetch hasn't had a lot to do today. Lucky it's not cold. Costa. To Bucco. Halliday. Again. Halliday. This time not a great ball. The ball will go out. It'll be a goal kick here to West Adelaide.
How's Damien Murray going? Is it a bit frustrated in the second half?
Oh, a little bit frustrated. You would be a little bit,
Yeah.
especially when you're playing such a good, dominant first half. You know, they are getting a little sloppy at times. But, you know, as a
is warm.
coach, you're going to be sort of happy as well because they haven't conceded.
It is warm conditions, though.
No excuses,
well,
sorry,
yeah.
Robbie.
Players can be lethargic with this heat, as the commentators are.
You're in an air-conditioned box, Robbie.
No way, air conditioning.
Oh, I tell you, it's cooler down there. It's
You got more cool down there,
sweltering in
man.
this corner.
I know the breeze down here is nice, boys.
Oh, stop it.
I've
But I'm not
decided
going. I'm not going to say nothing because we're hitting the winter months. So while you're going to be nice and dry, I'm going to be
That's right.
absolutely saturated.
I've decided I don't need a sauna tonight.
Well, you and your wife get romantic on a Saturday night in the sauna, Robbie.
Well, yeah, maybe. So the ball's on the far side. It is Adelaide City leading 3-0 here at Adelaide City Park. We're approaching the 60th minute mark. Don't forget today's game proudly brought to you by Valo and also RAA. Bring you the match of the round. Round 5 clash. Adelaide City and West Adelaide.
Yes, Adelaide
Arch rivals, aren't they?
certainly
In
are.
the past. And now.
And hasn't stopped. There's Vetch. He's had a couple of touches this half. That's more than he had the whole first half, I think. We've only played about 10 or 15 minutes in the second half. Gets it long. Gee, finds Yule on the end of this. Yule now, what can he do? Gets it short.
Ooh.
Looking out there for Costa. Anthony Costa, that is. Couldn't find him. Somebody's down, are they? What's happened there?
Robbie Lippert, boys.
Robbie Lippert.
Oh, you can see him in the corner here.
Yeah. Is it...
He's winded himself, looks like.
I think he's signalled earlier on, Rob, that he wasn't well.
They've still got another change, haven't they?
Holding his chest. And
They're saying he's obviously asthmatic because they're screaming out for his puffer.
okay, well, that makes sense
That's
with
why,
regards to this
conditions.
atmosphere.
Should have got
and
it before.
But they're going to be making a
Yeah.
substitution anyway at the moment, boys.
him or...
I'm not sure. Was Spiros the number 19, the Greek striker, Makrakis, sorry.
Well, the referee's
Allowing drinks.
allowing drinks,
Which
which
is
is really, really good of this referee to do that.
He's probably one of my favourite refs. He had some great games last season, Daniel Cook. So
Yeah, he's one of our favourites, the captain.
The captain, yeah. Captain Cook.
As,
So just looking at scores at other grounds, boys.
Was it 35 degrees or something out there? Like
I
it's
think
it's
it's
24. and a little
33
bit.
was supposed to be.
Was it?
Yeah,
it's about
today.
88 in here, Rob.
yeah,
It's about 50
Lippert's
something.
off, boys. Robbie Lippert's off.
Oh, gee, Comets have equalised 1-1, and Metros are leading 1-0 against Olympic.
And who's come off? Who's come on?
Thanks to the West West
Makrakis, Spiros Makrakis.
Spiros and Makrakis on.
That sounded more Scottish than
It
Greek. Makrakis. Oh, as I said it, I'm like, that sounded Scottish. But no, he's definitely a Greek striker. So they've had a bit of a...
Is he a Greek striker?
He came
what
from
do you mean?
Greece,
He
yes.
came- okay.
Doesn't
So-
speak much English.
They've sort of had a bit of a shift in move. So basically, I'll just quickly explain it. Christopoulos has gone into centre back to replace Robbie Lippert. Ryan James has gone back into the right back position.
Oh,
Demas, that was playing as their centre forward as number 9, has moved to the right wing position, where Makrakis has moved into the number 9 position up front as their striker.
It's better.
beautiful. As Bozalis has got the ball for West Adelaide, looking a bit better in the second half. They're still 3-0 down. Loses out though. Joey Costa wins it. Goes short to Joshua Murray. Finding Yo. Doubles back. Looks for support. Goes trying to find Costa. I reckon that would have been offside if it went to him. As West Adelaide do clear the ball. Gee, Halliday reads it magnificent, doesn't
Classic,
he?
isn't he?
The
You
best
don't-
centre half in the NPL.
You don't wait
By
for the ball,
far.
though, Rob.
As it goes out, true. Chance for Costa. It's offside. Call. And a free kick to... He has to be the best centre back in the league, boys. No?
Has been for a long time, Rob.
think
one,
so,
one
yeah.
one of the best.
Plenty of good ones, but
As-
he's one of the best.
West Adelaide try to go forward here. Looking up there for Dinas. Couldn't find him.
Probably most consistent in the last couple of years, boys. You've got there Solanium and also Henderson. Spell was his favourite player. I think it's Henderson.
As Nicholas Bucco now on the ball.
Couple
Wants
of
to
rippers at
switch. He
Croydon.
does. He goes
Yeah.
inboard. Finds his captain. Costa now with some space in front of him. Wanted Maury. He's not going to use him. Not a bad ball, but he's offside here.
I'm going to
Joel all right.
I'm going to use Robbie's catchphrase here. Spells get spellbound by Tim Henderson.
Oh,
at
is that
Metro
right?
Stars.
Don't go too crazy.
Oh, he's 3-0 up today. He's picked it again.
Spells, have you heard yourself when you commentate Metro? It's just always about Henderson. It's like you forget the other 10 players on the pitch.
Mitras now goes out wide, finds Bouzalis, goes all the way back to Histodobopoulos. Karatzis now on the ball. Bouzalis goes inboard, finds Alexandru. He's been pretty good since he's come on. Just a bit of movement, and he's working hard, Robin. That's what makes the difference. Out wide now, it's James. Tries a 1-2 there with Yal. Doesn't come off. Bucco gets it long.
Oh, well
Good
done.
work there. Great work there by Bouzalis. Finds his goalkeeper. Quickly throws it out to him, and West Adelaide will come away with the ball.
So Bouzalis, left-hand side, goes into attack, looking for Dimas. But well done there by Day. Only as far as McCrackers. Couldn't quite get there. Mitras has been quiet today, trying to get to the ball, but loses out. Here they go into a counter-attack, left-hand side. Chance for Christopoulos, tussling there with Ryan James. And James clears it. No, didn't quite keep it in. Is that a corner kick, boys, or a throw-in?
Throw-in, I reckon.
Yep. Thrown on the far side. 65 minutes played, just over 65 minutes played. It is 3-0. Adelaide City against West Adelaide here at Adelaide City Park. You're watching the game live on the LSA live streaming. Football Federation's Facebook page you can watch it on, and also the FFSA TV. You can watch it on YouTube, and not forgetting the AWB, Adelaide Web Radio, on the TuneIn app. As Adelaide City go into attack, play goes down, it'll be a free kick. West Adelaide players not happy with that one.
It was not a bad tackle. Did get the ball. That's what he's shouting.
Yeah, I
but
think he got the player straight after, though. That's the problem.
Got both, ball and player.
The second half needs another goal, doesn't it, Spill?
Oh, definitely. Westies are sitting back a little bit, which is not making life easy, but a little bit of that razzmatazz that Adelaide City had in the first half is just not quite there.
Gone, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think the work rate's as good as what it was. As Bucco now gets ready to take this free kick just outside the box. Waiting for the referee's whistle.
Halliday.
Oh, he goes short. I'm not sure that he meant to do that, as West Adelaide should come away with the ball. Bouzalis sends it long. Tries to find McCrackers.
Body language is a big thing, isn't it? You know, it doesn't matter what we see it. And, you know, when a ball doesn't quite go to you, you've got to keep your head up and keep chasing and keep trying. Good things happen for you when you do those extra things and do a bit of gut running, and when you believe there's just no use for it, but you just keep trying. But it's all a bit, unfortunately, a bit reactionary with West Adelaide and not a lot of proactivity.
Adelaide City into attack they go. Joel all right, gets across there. It's deep though. No one there, only Ryan James. Clears the ball on the far side. It will be a throw in to Adelaide City. 3-0 up. That was the score in the first half. As Shannon Day takes the throw. Stopless, controlling, turns, cuts it back. Didn't cut it back enough. It was out, and out for a goal kick to West Adelaide. So West Adelaide will take this goal kick. Not forgetting they are playing for the Real Adelaide Derby, how do you call it? Derby or Derby?
Oh, an old
The Real Adelaide Derby Cup is what they're playing for. Adelaide City in the women's won the Adelaide City Derby, winning 1-0 against West Adelaide, and Adelaide City in the seniors men's are leading 3-0. So they go into attack. Loses out though. West Adelaide did well. Hristodoulopoulos, Zach, that is. Hristodoulopoulos gets it short to Dimas. Dimas looks for right-hand side for his captain in Mitras. Mitras goes short. Alexandru. McCrackers tries it, and Halliday once again clears it for Adelaide City.
Can they get a shot before this game's over? I don't think they've got one. Here's Murray on the counter-attack now. Can he take 2 on? Gets brought down. Probably should have given it off there to Yule. Somebody's going to get a card here or a talking to.
First card for the day, I would suggest.
No, I think he might
we had one
give
for
him
Lewis
the benefit
Moss.
of the doubt.
Sorry, we did too. Correct.
Gonzalez.
Thanks, Robbie.
That was that he was talking to.
I didn't give him a yellow card?
No, he just spoke to him, Rob. And Adelaide City will take this free kick just inside their own half. It will be Joseph Costa over the ball. Quickly takes it to Halliday. Switches play on the far side. Day. Shannon Day still keeping possession. Goes forward. Christopoulos switches play to Bucco. Bucco now tries to find all right, but that time they've just lost that bearing, haven't they? Some of those balls were going straight to their players.
Yep.
This half, they're missing their targets.
Looks like a change, Ryan.
I think, doesn't look like, I think you heard it.
Christopoulos, I think.
Yeah, Kostopoulos is coming off for Kamara, boys.
Played well too. Kostopoulos was high on the best players, especially in that first half.
Well, I don't think anybody's played really well in the second half, Rob.
Correct. It's just the heat, I think, getting to a few
you
of the
might
players.
Be right, but as I said, either West Adelaide have lifted a little or they've dropped their tempo. Kamara will come on. He'll add a bit of bite to
I'm sure whoever he runs to, they'll be
quick.
thinking, oh,
Yeah.
really?
He's on the left and
Boys, the change has been
Yula's on the right.
Boys, the change has been forced. Kostopoulos just quickly whispered in Damien's ear. My hearing's still pretty good, so I just heard that he's pulled his calf muscle.
Wow, that's not good.
So the ice is going to his left calf. Be interesting to see how he pulls up, and if he pulls up during the week, and to see if he plays next week, or it might be a long-term injury.
So it's Alexandru's played well since he's come on, hasn't he? Goes short. That was Hilistodolopoulos. Loses out. Chance for Yo. Doubles back. Cuts it back. Gee, he could be colourblind too. Went straight to a West Adelaide player. As it goes to Kamara. He goes backwards to Day. Kamara with the ball. He's got pace as well. But Ryan James has got the double pace as well.
Trying his heart out, that fella.
Well, I liked him better when he went
corner
more
kick.
attacking though, Rob, because he was using his pace. But I guess with the two fast wingers, as the corner kick is being taken there, here's Kamara. What can he do with it? He's got West Adelaide players everywhere. Bucco, will he crack one? No, he won't. Here's an opportunity for Yule. Can he get to that ball? He does. Just keeps it in though. Day. Looking out there for Maury. Great shot by Maury, but a great save there by Lewis Moss. And that's better from Adelaide City in the second half. West Adelaide now will come away with the ball. Bozales goes short. Finds Makrakis. Goes short to Karatzis. Mitras now. To Bozales. Inboard. Finds his player there in Alexandru. Switches play. Can he get to this? Yule. No, he can't. The ball goes out and it will be a throw in here to Adelaide City.
See if we can pick up that replay. Here it comes now. Costa. Good volley there by Joshua Maury. Great save too by Moss as West Adelaide going to attack. Goes back to the keeper and Ryan Veach. Swings it back towards Kamara. So West Adelaide have had a good second half. Alexandru goes short. He's to Dolopoulos. Is that? It is to Dolopoulos. Back to Alexandru. And they switch play. Elitharakis is there. Alexandru. Mitras. Looking much better West Adelaide in the second half, even though they're 3-0 down. Karatzis. Can they pull one back? No, they can't at the moment. Joey Costa. He could be one of the man of the match today.
Impressive.
Joey Costa. As Yul.
What are they paying here?
He's going all the way back.
Foul after disposal again.
Really?
Yeah. There'll be a card coming out here, Rob.
2. Karatzis.
Yeah.
No, another talking to.
Oh, another talking to. Gee, I mean, he stopped the counter attack. If you're not going to give a yellow card, why wouldn't you allow the play to go on, Rob?
At least he's been very
He
consistent.
pulled it back though, because it wasn't going to go on. I think.
You sure?
Didn't think
I
so.
thought Adelaide City were away
Yeah,
there.
maybe.
I might have seen it, but
So into attack they go. Adelaide City. Dimas goes short to his captain and Mitras. Alexandru's had a bite in the second half. Karatzis. Can they pull one back? West Adelaide looking better. Halliday reading, he'd be close to man of the match as well, boys. Halliday.
Maybe not man of the match, Robbie, in my thoughts, but certainly
He's
just
up
solid
there.
as a
He's up
rock.
there, yeah. As Day goes into attack, can Yule get to it?
great
Oh,
work.
well done, Buzzalis. Back to the keeper, Lewis Moss, and up near it goes.
that might bring rain, Rob.
It's going to
It's
rain.
Murray now in possession. Murray still in possession, gets through two players. Can he find Costa in the middle? He's not there. Here's Kamara. Can he get a shot? He does, but unfortunately comes off of a West Adelaide player straight into the goalkeeper's hands of Lewis. Moss gets it to Perry Mitras, who switches play, finds Karatzis. Grandstand side. Goes in board. This is much better through from West Adelaide. The switch is on. Finds Dimas on the far side. Dimas now with some space. Wants Mitras. West Adelaide have lost the ball
Oh,
again.
well done.
Great work there by Costa. Joseph Costa switches play, but not a great ball. It's that last ball. You're right,
Offside.
Rob. It was offside, but I think if it might have
Should've
come
gone
over
wide,
here, it would have
yeah.
been okay. And I'm not sure what the referees.
That's offside with the arm up.
Yep, it is offside, but I think if it had gone wide to Ewell, it might
Yep.
have been might have been okay.
Okay, yeah.
As West Adelaide now get proceedings underway again with Michael Alexandru. Thank you, Spells. What a
How
gentleman.
many glasses you got?
I've got one for far, one for close, one for in between, one for.
One for biased.
Yeah,
Why don't you put them all on at the same time?
we've got some rose ones.
So Adelaide City. That's offside as well, isn't it? No?
Nah, onside.
Onside as Yoel's got a chance, goes into the box, cuts it back, it's a goal. No, yes.
Yes, Costa
Into the back
again.
of the net it goes, and Anthony Costa makes it goal number 4 as easy as you can. And Adelaide City 4-0 up.
For me, boys, that's the man of the match there.
Oh,
I know
you-
the
you-
first half, Valentino, your
Yeah.
first half
He's-
was
he's
brilliant.
there.
Second half hasn't really done much, but not many other players have done really much to say, whoa, that's a standout.
Nah, just
But
give it to him now.
yeah, standout. Another assist. You've got to say that, he's done well.
And
And
this
he
is
just
not
keeps
over,
running.
guys. Now that they've scored one, there'll be more.
Yeah, it's looking like the floodgates are
Yeah,
well
'cause,
and truly
West
open.
Adelaide now will drop their heads again.
Oh,
And they had a good period there for a little while.
well, help me here. but
Adelaide's-
I haven't got a shot on goal.
No, there
from-
isn't. No,
Boys, just quickly, Adelaide City are making a substitution here. Harley Jepp from Cumberland
and is it
is
Costa?
coming on for Anthony Costa.
So Jep on and
Valentino Yule has now gone into the number 9
Well, so-
position with Harley
Is that their
Jepp.
first change, Ryan?
Second.
second.
Oh, that's right.
Evan Kostopoulos came off for
Oh, that's
Mamadi
right.
Kamara. But
Let's
yeah,
give 'em all a
Valentino
run.
Yu has gone into the number 9, which is going to be interesting against the aging Elifarakis to test his legs.
So West Adelaide kick off once again. They are 4-0 down here at Adelaide City Park. As they go into attack, they lose the ball once again. Is this Yoel with the ball again? Goes past. Here's a chance for the player. Harley Jeff can make it goal
Oh,
number 5
should've-
straight
oh,
to the
wow.
keeper's
Is that
legs.
2 shots on goal?
Oh,
You
dear.
could say that. Double stat there. Harley Jeff hasn't touched the ball. You don't blame him for missing from there.
I do, because you've got to put those away, Rob.
He just came onto the park. Give
Doesn't
him a
matter.
few
That doesn't,
touches.
that doesn't excuse
As
it.
Murray goes into attack. Right hand side of the park. Tries to get the cross in. He's wrestling there with Karatzis, I think. Karatzis is not happy.
That's good work there.
Referee's going to give him a yellow card, I think. He is.
Oh, really?
Good work there by
I think he
Murray.
did
I
grab
thought,
him.
using his body.
He did grab him.
Did he?
Yes.
Just burrowing into his
Yeah.
body. He didn't have much choice. Anyway,
Just with the finish there from Harley Jeb, you got to be smarter. The keeper's going to go one way and he's going to go down. If you're going to hit it low, his legs are going to stop. His legs are going to
go
hit
on to the right of him.
Yeah, but if you're going to go to the left of him, his legs are going to go down. Oh, the right of him. Yeah, exactly. His legs are going down. Don't hit it low. You got to hit it up high.
Yeah, if you're going to do that, or go to the right of him.
Yeah, you got to hit it up high. You can't hit it on the floor.
We're all good judges from up here, mate. And
We all would have scored that one.
oh, yeah.
As Bucco now gets ready to take this free kick, goes short. All right, takes a shot.
Yo.
Yule back to Bucco, wants to be pretty there. Doesn't come off. Buzalis, no, it's Karatzis in possession. Now it's Buzalis. Switches play, goes to Ethelarakis. Goes inboard, finds Yal. Dimas. Finds the new player on in Makrakis. Back to, looks like another player there for West Adelaide's feeling his groin. Here's an opportunity. Yes, he's put it. Oh, gee.
Ryan James,
Ryan James, is it? Yes, it is,
I think
Rob.
Yul's gone back to his position. Unless he's just covering. But Ryan James with the chance there, if you look at that in the replay.
Another substitution, boys.
Rosales is feeling his groin there, Rob, so it might be another change. Well, actually, West Adelaide have used all their
Can't use
subs.
it, yep.
So he's going to have to stay on.
But Adelaide City are making a change now. Joey Costa's coming off for Bradley Corbo.
Well, switched their score updates thanks to the West Pizza Bar. Comets 2, leading Sturt Lions 1, so they turned that around.
Looks like we're not going out to tea tonight, mate.
Metro Stars leading 1-0 against Olympic. Panthers 3, West Times Burkalla 1, and Corner Kings leading Adelaide United 2-1 there. And here it is, Adelaide City 4, leading West Adelaide 0. And that change, boys? Corbo 4?
Corbo for Costa.
Corbo's gone to
Joey
the right
Costa?
back with Joey Allright going into the centre of midfield.
So they go into attack Adelaide City. In the way, though, is Hirista Dolopoulos. Goes straight to Murray. Joshua Murray goes out to Kamara, but Ryan James, he's probably been their best, Ryan James.
Definitely.
He's worked hard.
Yeah,
Doubles
I agree,
back.
Rob.
As West Adelaide,
Being their
Goes
best,
through.
or you're just being sympathy?
One of
having
their best.
sympathy
Well,
vote?
just a trier, a consistent
been there.
trier.
Exactly.
Well, that's all you can say about West Adelaide. A couple of them have tried.
He's tried, but I don't think he's been any good. That's purely
Well,
honest. I don't
well-
think any of the 11 have been any good, any standard.
Are you drinking down there, or
He's,
I'm a bit dehydrated, but no, that's pure honest. That's just pure honest.
he's worked hard. It's not
He's
that.
worked hard, but
Yeah.
football, football's more than just working
I
hard.
think there's
I agree.
11 players, 14 players from West Adelaide haven't worked hard enough.
None of them, exactly
That's
right.
right.
The whole team, including the
Yeah,
coaching
well,
staff,
again,
haven't
So
made
here they
some.
go. Kamara, he's got speed to burn. As Ryan James shot outside of the foot, do you
pretty,
mind?
too pretty.
What was he trying to do?
I'm not sure that.
I don't think it was a shot. I think he was trying to pass it.
I don't know if Murray would be too happy with that one. Here's Makrakis in possession.
and even a fella like Nakrakis, okay, being totally harsh, but is he their import?
You're not being harsh. You're being
He's-
honest.
he's not
You know,
stand out.
I'd
There's no
prefer to see
stand
him try to dance around a couple of guys and have a shot,
He
and
doesn't look like
even
that
if
type
it
of player to me.
rebounds and doesn't quite work. I mean,
He
pretty
does
hard when you-
dancing just on the spot in circles. He's done more circles than actual
It's pretty
touch
hard
the
when
ball.
you just come on and don't get the ball much.
It's a player that I thought has been better in the second half is Bazalis. Yale now to Mitras, back to Bazalis. Takes a shot, and that's probably the first shot that West Adelaide have had in the whole game.
second. Remember
Second
we
shot?
had
Ryan
Oh,
James.
that's
the
right,
guy
a minute ago.
the
That's
bagging that
yeah.
worked his butt off to get down the other end.
But, oh, gee, I don't know. What can you say? It's not good, a little bit
You got
higher.
your girlfriend behind you. Loretta, bugging you.
It's,
So it
I've
is,
lost my concentration
I know
now,
you
Rob,
have.
so
Especially those massages she's giving you. Ryan Veach. He goes back out of there by Yo, looking for Kamara. Ryan James, again, does well. And sends it over the sideline for a throw into Adelaide City. 83 minutes, just over 83 minutes played
one more goal we need, Rob.
here at Adelaide City Park. It is 4-0, Adelaide City leading 4-0. As they go towards Yole again. Day goes all the way back. Buckle, Nicholas Buckle. And goes out to Cummings. So Adelaide City just pushing it around. Corbo. Back it goes to Cummings. Inboard it goes to Buckle. Looks for support, goes to Maury. Just a bit too long for him, and it goes over the goal line for a goal kick.
Yeah, I'd like to see another goal. I'd like it to be West Adelaide that scores it, Rob, but just to give them a little bit of lift, something to look forward to for next week, as they'll come out of this game with their heads bowed because they haven't played well, and they've just got to get up again and start again next week. New frame of mind, because the games ain't going to get any easier.
No, and look, they were shell-shocked early. Adelaide City came out and were as impressive as any team we've seen in the last few years. So, absolutely fair enough. But, yeah.
As Adelaide City will take this throw in, it's Bradley Corbo now over the ball. We're into the 85th minute. Here's an opportunity now for Allright on the counter. He'll go through. This is a good ball. Can he get to it? He does. Jep. That's not a good first touch by Jep. He's going to lose possession here. Still got it. Ball goes out. It looks like it might be a corner.
It's a corner kick.
Done well in the end. And it will be a...
Getting kisses
it
everywhere.
will be a
Don't worry
corner
about the third
kick.
guy.
It will be a corner kick here.
Spells is upset.
Yeah, I am upset. How do I miss out?
You got to be good looking.
Oh, I've got to have a bit of
You gotta
Italiano
be
blood in me.
good-looking.
That's what's missing. The old skip gets 0.
It's going to be Maury.
Jimbo's still waiting for his.
Maury now to take this corner for Adelaide City. Goes long, looking back post there for Kamara. Won't find him. Nicholas Bucco, first time shot. Missed the target, unfortunately for him. And West Adelaide will take this relieving goal kick.
Some final scores there, boys. Well, just one final score. It is Panthers winning 3-1 against Burkalla. Comets are leading 2-1 against Sturt Lions. And Corning Kings leading 2-1 against Adelaide United. And full times down at Metro Stars. Metro Stars 1, defeated Olympic 0. Tonight's game it is Power Hills against Campbelltown at 7:30 down in there at the Paddocks.
Already this season's thrown up some, results that probably were unexpected, Rob, but the
pretty
usual,
tight
the usual,
table.
yeah,
Yep.
the usual teams are at the top, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
As Adelaide City now through Murray to Halliday, back to Murray. He's really been good too. He's impressed me today, Murray. Corbo now goes short to Allright. Allright in possession. Here's an opportunity for a counter attack by West Adelaide. It's McCreadis. McCrackers, sorry, not McCreadis. McCrackers loses possession. In the end, Murray gets it to Bucco, to Kamara, to Day.
Sure, the coach would have liked McCrackers to have taken off then and had a bit of a dip. But
I'm not sure that he's that type of player.
Okay, well.
Don't know what type of
He
player
looked all right
is.
in the first game we saw him.
Yeah.
Against Olympic, but it was a different story. There's Adelaide City. Leading 4-0 here at Adelaide City Park. We've got about 3 minutes plus time on to go. As Harley Jep tries to get past Buzalis, both 13s, and he polices it over this goal line. And it is a goal kick to be taken here by the keeper there in Lewis Moss. So we're heading for Yell boys.
Oh, I think so.
Man of the match.
Yeah,
Most
definitely.
impressive man on the park, boy.
Definitely, Rob. I don't think
Today.
he'll go.
Class above.
Well, you wouldn't say that because there's some very classy footballers, but just today, wowee.
Very good.
We've seen the Valentino Yule show.
So there
Certainly have.
goes to Adelaide City. Just pushing it around. Happy enough just to keep this scoreline as 4-0. Joel Allright wins it. Goes to Jep. Jep can get the cross. Cuts it back. Finds Maury. He can crack it with his left foot. And just wide of the upright. Good chance for Adelaide City, and goes out for a goal kick. So as you see the replay there, Tony.
Yeah, it was a good shot by Murray. Just pulled a little bit wide there with his momentum. And West Adelaide just waiting for this whistle to blow.
I'd say so. They're cooked.
It hasn't been a...
Been a better second half, if you can look at
yeah.
something positive.
Certainly, certainly. Well, it's only been 1-0 in the second half, so I guess that's a better showing. But at the end of the day, not a good afternoon for West Adelaide. Don't want to forget this one very quickly. Get back onto the track. maybe a new coach during the week might steer them in the right direction. Let's hope for their sake, because they've been such a great club for a long time.
Get a sports psychologist in, I reckon,
Well,
and have a good talk about things, because they are
everything.
just
Are you available?
beaten.
As Harley Jepp gets it on the right-hand side, goes inside the box, has a
Nice.
crack. Lewis Moss just fumbles it a little bit and throws it out. Jack Yole goes backwards towards James. Inboard, Alatharakis goes short to his captain, Imperimetris. And he switches it to Zach Christodolopoulos. Alexandru. Back to Christodolopoulos. Back to Alexandru. And he switches it up. Trying to find Dimas, who will go clearance there by Adelaide City, left-hand side. In the way, though, it is Ryan James.
James now goes all the way back to Yull. Goes inboard to Mitras. Back to Yull. West Adelaide. Can they get a goal before this game is over? He's looking out there for James. Won't find him. Ryan Vetch comes out. Collects the ball. Goes short. Here's an opportunity now for Allride in the middle of the park. Sends a long ball forward. What a great ball. Can he get to this, Kamara? Was it offside? It was. So in vain.
Approaching time on, Tony. Just
certainly is, Rob.
Right on now.
Right on time on. I'm not sure that there'll be too much added for injuries. I don't think we've had too many, have we? So maybe a couple of minutes at the most as West Adelaide get the game underway again. Moss in possession. Goes to Christodolopoulos. Goes forward. Here's an opportunity now for Buzalis, Mitras, Karatzis. Karatzis now, what can he do? He's got Adelaide City players everywhere. Here's an opportunity for Dimas. He loses possession. Bucco now for Adelaide City on the counter-attack. Can they get one more before the game is over? Still got possession. He goes inboard. Maury now with some space. Can he get a shot? He does, but unfortunately for him, Moss turned a couple of easy collects into. Is he injured? I reckon he's injured too.
No,
I think his
mindset's
is
injured.
That's
about
well,
the only thing
injured.
that's injured.
Maury probably unlucky not to score today. Joshua Maury's had a few chances.
Well, I think he's been very good this afternoon.
Very good. He's a good player.
Rob, he's probably one in my top three.
Certainly. Still doing our 3-2-1s. Player of the year. LSA are doing the trophy for that one. Live streaming Australia. Goes short, finding Captain Mitras. Left-hand side, it goes to Karatzis. Karatzis got a chance to pull one back for he goes down.
Oh
no. No penalty.
We'll have a look at it on the replay, Rob. He just touched him. Probably not enough.
Not enough. Play goes on as Jepp goes out to Yole.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I didn't think that was offside.
It looked like it was a foot race and they were right equal with each other.
I think when it was kicked, he was all right.
Yeah, I reckon you're right, Rob. I thought it was okay, but...
you don't want to
They're in better position than us, by the way.
Well, that's true.
Let you know that.
That's true.
And we're a little bit in the older...
We can have a say, though. We can have a say.
And you're wearing 3-4 set of glasses as well.
I just change them every 5 minutes, Rob.
That's right. So they are in better position.
And there's the whistle, Rob. We've played an extra couple of minutes.
You were right, 2 minutes.
And the score here at Adelaide City...
4-0.
4-0. It's probably not what we expected, guys, but great showing there by Adelaide City, especially in that first half. They were totally dominant in this game, and reward for effort, that's what I say.
So Ryan will have a chat with Valentino Yule. I think he won our player of the match with the Comets one game, I reckon, Andrew, if you remember.
Did he?
That. I reckon he did.
Impressive,
If I remember.
just as what you were saying with regards to Damien's ability to just take them to another level, he was very dangerous on the wing today. It was an absolute pleasure to watch, and as I said, I think that first half was about as good a footy as I've seen from anyone in the NPL in my time over the last 3 or 4 years.
Ryan's hopefully going to have a chat with Valentino Yule, not forgetting that today's game was for the Real Adelaide Derby Cup. So Adelaide City will be presented the cup.
It was a double effort for them today. The girls got up via a penalty, and the boys have raced away.
Not sure if West Adelaide players are going to stay on the field, but we'll cross over to Ryan Marveggio.
Well, I've got our man of the match, LSA man of the match, Valentino Yu. Well done, great game.
Thank you, man.
Goal, tell us through the goal. That was fantastic, bit of play there. Nice bit of skill. You got that bit of X factor about yourself.
Thanks, man.
Personally, myself, I love to see a winger express themselves. Talk us through it. Did you have your confidence?
Yeah, no, it's just I've been told when I do get a chance, get a fake shot, and then if they fall for it, keep going inside and take a shot. Yeah.
Personally, on yourself, before we talk about the game, I'd just love to know, you made the move to Adelaide City.
Yeah.
Was there a reason behind your move, or was it because you've seen players being developed well under Damien and make that next move up to the A-League? Nicola played his 50th game. Kamara's really improved his game under Damien. Was there a reason? Was that the main reason why you've come to Adelaide City?
Yeah, of course, that's one of the reasons. I've seen a lot of players come, improve their game here. So this, of course, is a reason for that. So yeah, I spoke to Damien and he gave me a call. So I was like, yeah, no problem.
Pretty casual conveyance
just like
down
he
there,
played,
buddy.
just nice and casual. And then when he needs to get an answer, he just, boom, goes for it.
Classic.
Today's game, you guys really started like a house on fire. You really shell-shocked West Adelaide.
Yeah.
Was that your intentions, to really go hard, really shell-shock them with their bit of rough week they've had, really shell-shock them and really get an early lead?
Of course, yeah, they're a very good team. Past couple of years they've been up there as one of the best teams in the league. So I never underestimate anyone. So that's why we came out strong. Make sure they don't have a chance. So yeah, we just came out, work as hard as we can, get on top of them nice and early, and then just keep going at them.
Second half, you did die off a little bit. Was it due to the weather, or just maybe a bit of lack of mental state as a team that you sort of dropped off, or was it just due to the weather?
Honestly, I'm not too sure. It's a bit humid though. Yeah, weather's probably one of the reasons, but yeah, we did drop our intensity a little bit. We dropped up a fair bit as well. So yeah, I guess it's one of the things we have to work on to keep on going. See the game out through. Yeah.
And Damien's half-time chat, what was it all about? You're 3-0 up, we're really well and truly on top of this game. What did Damien tell you boys to do to bring into the second half?
Come out with a better second half than the first. So come out, yeah. So it's pretty much they're a good team, of course. Never underestimate anyone. Never expect that you already won the game. Games are of two halves. Any team can come back, especially one. Yeah, they've got a lot of very good players, and any of them can change the game. So yeah, we came out. He told us not to take our foot off the pedal, so keep going hard.
And you're enjoying your football?
Yeah, it's very good here. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of advice on what I need to do to develop my game, and yeah, I'm working as hard as I can, trying to do the best I can.
Well, I'm sure the boys upstairs have got some questions to fire. Yeah, so hopefully you're ready.
Yeah,
Valentino, congratulations, mate. Great game.
Thank you.
Damien Murray, what has he brought to your game? He's made you more fitter pre-season. Is it harder compared to at the Comets?
Yeah, it demands a lot. He's got a lot of good players up there. You got Kamara competing for position. Yeah. So yeah, he just demands a lot from us, from the training park. He's got to put in, be the best he can.
Are you fitter this year compared to other years?
Yeah, of course. I've become a lot more serious about my game, and yeah, definitely a lot more fitter.
I think you've got no choice but to be serious about your game. Otherwise, you'd be sitting about 5 metres from me. So if you weren't serious about your game.
Right next to you, eh?
Yeah, exactly right. Just make sure if it rains, you leave a seat next to me.
No problem. Yeah.
Hey, Valentino, what's your dreams and aspirations, mate? What do you believe you're capable of doing?
Good question.
Yeah, it's a good question. I do want to try to get the best I can out of my football, and I guess that's one of the reasons why I moved here to Adelaide City. Try to demand the best for myself, and yeah, just work hard.
You're a terrific package, mate, because you got some wonderful speed and poise on the ball. You keep your feet good in the air. You just you move the ball well. I mean, really, there's just absolutely nothing stopping you, and we just wish you all the best, because it's a pleasure for us to sit here and watch an athlete like yourself who's steadily improved.
Thank you.
And today you were just absolutely magnificent.
Where are you from, Valentino? What country are you from?
South Sudan.
There's some photos going on
They're
down there
taking
too,
team
boys.
photos,
Sorry.
Rob. They're taking team photos, Ryan. Does he want to be in that?
Do you want to be in
I'm
that?
sure he
bud?
wants to be in that.
Yeah, go have it. Do you want me to be in that with you?
It's too late now. They've taken it.
He's a cool cat, man. He's not too fussed.
I think you've just found your #1 fan in Andrew Spelling. I think you got spellbound over you, mate.
Spellbound. He's got Henderson and Valentino.
And even his players are
They're giving him heaps.
They're
Better let
giving
him
him
go,
heaps.
Ryan.
I'll let you go, bud, because otherwise they're going to give you a lot of stick. All right, bud. Good game. See the
Well done,
knuckles,
Valentino.
boys? Did you see the
The
knuckles?
fist pump.
Me and
You're
him were
on
brothers.
fire,
We're
baby.
brothers, mate.
Thanks, Rodrigo.
Thanks, bud.
Give him a high five. So that was Ryan Marveggio having a chat with our man of the match, Valentino Yule. And obviously, boys, the 3-2-1. Valentino Yule got the 3 votes. Who are we going for 2 and 1?
Oh, look, I'd go 3 to Yule, 2 to Maury, and I really like Joseph Costa's first half, Rob.
I think that's pretty fair enough
mine.
from mine.
What do you think? You're all right with
I
that?
like that.
Ryan,
Hey,
any
Tony's
ideas?
boss today. I just got to go with the flow, and I agree
You
with
don't
him.
have to, mate.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you, Tony.
I think. Look, you
Well,
can find.
Christopoulos was up there in the first
Yeah,
half,
you can
wasn't
find a lot of players because I thought Adelaide City in the first half absolutely
And
dominated.
Matt Halliday, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Wonderful.
Rock-
But in,
Gibraltar.
in
I think we
saying
could
that,
go
Rob,
through.
in saying that, the defence, and Ryan will agree here, I don't think they were put under a hell of a lot of pressure today.
Nah, definitely not.
so you
definitely
couldn't
not.
really judge
What
on
he
that.
done, he done very well.
Really, you could throw in
And
Ryan
Booker
Betts was
started
very
like
good
a-
too, wasn't he?
House on fire as well.
I'm joking.
Nah, definitely, I agree. It wasn't a lot of pressure there by West Adelaide throughout the 90 minutes. So no, I definitely agree with Joey Costa as the number 1.
Yeah.
Nicholas Bucco was
I had a great game too.
just behind him, but I think especially that first 20 minutes, him, Joey Costa and Valentino, you'll really set that tempo for Adelaide City.
So the 3-2-1 goes to 3 votes to Valentino Yule, 2 votes to Joshua Maury, and 1 vote to Joey Costa, closely followed by Matty Halliday and Nicholas Bucco, you could say.
Well done, Rob.
Well, these stats are just beaming
Go-
at me.
go for the
and,
stats.
You know, I'm such a precise stat man, Ryan.
Thanks to the
So,
Chemist King, Hectorville.
You know, the 21 shots on goal to Adelaide City to 2 for West Adelaide, and no offsides, or not that I can recollect, for West Adelaide, which again meant that there was nearly very little overlap runs, just all pretty stagnant. 10 offsides for Adelaide City, so they were still pumping and moving the whole time. 6 corners for City to 2. Couple of saves by the keeper for City in comparison to 5 from Lewis, and 5 fouls committed by Adelaide City to 4 from West Adelaide. So not only a shellacking on the field, but a shellacking on the statistic sheet too.
Thanks, Bells. Looking at the scores at other grounds as well, final scores all over is Metro Stars 1, defeated Olympic 0. Comets 3, defeated Sturt Lions 1, so no...
I was going to say
No
Adelaide
dinners.
No
City
pizzas, no
Adelaide
nothing, boys.
United Youth might have scored a late one for a 2-2 draw.
No,
That
no,
was-
they haven't.
no?
Panthers 3, Burkalla 1, Croydon 2, Adelaide United 1, and repeating the score down here was Adelaide City 4, West Adelaide 0. So Adelaide City and Metro stay on top on 9 points apiece. There was another team on 9 points as well. I think
There
Comets.
was. Was it Metro Stars?
Was it not
Metro,
Campbelltown?
Adelaide City, and
Campbelltown?
it could be Campbelltown.
No, I
yeah.
think it is, Rob.
Those 3 teams. But Campbelltown still yet to play there. The game's on
Yep.
tonight against Parry Hill. So we'll just about wrap it up here, boys. Ryan, anything else to say?
Nah, nothing else, boys. The rain's coming in, so I'm about to get out of
And
here.
you're nice and cool.
Oh, it was actually
Actually,
nice
can you
down
stay
here.
there for a sec? We'll talk to you for a few seconds
No
more.
worries, boys.
Wait till it gets a bit heavier, Rob.
No worries, boys. I've got to fly anyway. I've got a big Perth birthday to celebrate
Whose
tonight.
birthday?
It's mine, my big
Good on you,
3-0
mate.
birthday.
Mr. Marveggio to you.
Thanks, boys.
Happy
Dirty
birthday to
30s
you.
for Armar Veggio. Let's see what the dirty 30s bring me.
Oh,
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
For today's broadcast and on the boundary there, mate. Ryan Spells as well, and Tony. Thank you.
pleasure.
The crew at the back here, Cassandra for her halftime summary there. Well done, Cassandra.
Well
and the
done.
boys that are doing the cameras. Peter Senior, not the golfer, but the Peter Senior cameraman is with us, and also Chappie down there as well. Bomber also helping us out today, Jimbo, as well. For guys, thank you once again. And next week's game is Campbelltown against Burkalla, Saturday game at 3 o'clock. Ryan, write that one down.
I will. Otherwise, I'll message you again. Robbie, where are we on Saturday? No, I'll message you anyway.
Good on you, mate. Then,
Thank you, boys.
and we'll see you next week. Thank you, boys.
Fantastic.